Greetings, 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 greetings. You all come on in. Y'all come on in. Greetings, 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 greetings. Oh, you know what? Let me see here. I wasn't trying to call. I was trying to. Let's see. Okay, so tonight, I guess the boy out of Minnesota that is a friend of Drive's. They are calling back to back on live, or attempting to face. How do I get out of this? Or attempting to FaceTime me. So I have Be Verified. So what I'm going to do is that any of y'all that know them, let them know that I'm going to make their numbers and addresses public. I'm going to send, and what I want to do while we wait for some of you all to come in, since I'm a diabolical SOB, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read the list and the numbers. So those of you that have some free time, or your grandkids, or any of you that have some free time, so then we can start returning the favor to all of them. So they're calling from like groups of 30 at a time. So we got 646 9947079. We have 401. Let me know. Let me make sure that you all have pen and paper. Make sure that you have pen and paper. We're going to play some games tonight. Greetings, greetings, greetings to all of you. We're going to play some games tonight. See, I like to play. I like to play and act and uh oh, okay. All right. So that we already got that notification there. Yes, yeah, I like to play. All right, greetings, y'all. We got we got them from they listen. Ty, they got folks on the list, and then they sent they did a group chat. And so one person said, I don't even know who this person is. I don't even know who you all are. And so they got people that don't even want to be in the number in the fold. So I have to give y'all the numbers. I wish it was a way that I could post them in the chat box while we are going live. Let everyone know. Please like, share, like, share, like, share. I'm a little late tonight. I am a little late tonight. Thank y'all for the top hats and bow ties. Hey, Overseer Ware is in here. Dre is in here. Natson, Ty, Desiree, McAllister. Oh, no, it's not McAllister. Where I'm getting McAllister from? Desiree, Miss Dior. All right, Marquisio. I'm not sure what this is, Albert or Tolbert or something like that. Got the top hats, and Instagram is coming in. You all that are over here on Instagram, definitely let me know as you all are coming in. We late. This is late night on Thursday night, so we're not going to be long. I promise you. I promise you for real. I would try not to not to be long. I wanted to say a very great shout out to one person in particular. Uh, thank you. Thank you so much, Edward, over on Instagram. Greetings to all of my Instagram people that are coming in. Greetings to all of you. But as I guess as a few more of you come in, I want to really acknowledge someone for being very, very, very kind to me on yesterday, and I am just most appreciative. I am most appreciative for people don't have to be nice. People don't have to be nice to you. And so this person was very, very kind, and I definitely want to acknowledge them. All right, do we have any more folks? Let's get some of these numbers up. I need everyone, if you can. Well, not if you can. I need everyone to like and share. I need you to like and share. I need you to share me over on all of your social media platforms, and help me get some additional folks. And uh, 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 oh my gosh. Or I didn't have Desiree. I didn't have so many hairstyles. I was back looking at some of my pictures and stuff. I was like, gosh, I didn't realize I had that many, but I've had a lot of different styles. All right. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ricky Perry has started off tonight with giving of $20 via Cash App. He has set the tone for the night. So we're gonna let everyone just lead out with that number, with what Brother Perry did. If everyone can be so kind. I'm most appreciative to all of you for your generosity and liberality. But this is one person in particular that I want to acknowledge. I got this in my email, and Clara Canty. Clara Canty, I want to thank her. She sent uh, a nice uh, donation to me via Zelle on last night, and really, really, really touched me. So, Clara Canty, wherever you are, hopefully you're on or listening. I want you to know sincerely from the bottom of my heart that I appreciate you. I certainly appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Ladies' room has come in. Deacon Ben is in here. And the rest of y'all that are coming on in, we're going to talk a little bit. Wanted to uh, okay, let's see here. We got something from Jermaine Crawford. Let's see. Let's see. We got a thing from Jermaine Crawford over on Instagram. Did I get it? Did I hit it right? Let's see if I got it. Okay. Okay, let's see if we got it. All right. I can't see you. Okay. Hey, sir. How are you?
Hey, hanging in there.
That's good. Well, thank you. Thank you. So what's on your mind or on your thoughts or on your heart on tonight that you wanted to join? Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that.
It just came on to see what was the subject, and
Well, we got one. We're gonna talk about Clara. Clara Canty. I was thanking her. We have Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband has passed. And so we have some information on that. Erica Banks, formerly of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And then another vlogger, social media influencer, Jason Lee out of Sacramento, California, has been brought up on some allegations. And you may have heard of him from Hollywood Unlocked. So we got a little bit that we're going to discuss on the night. Yes.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Well,
you definitely. Good to meet you, and thank you for your support. Let all your folks know about me. Also, and those of y'all that are on Instagram, there is a way now on Instagram for you to sort of like reshare. You can reshare the lives, and you can reshare like videos or posts or what have you. They're sort of doing it like how Facebook does. So you can now reshare. So I'm asking all of my Instagram people to reshare me. All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. All right. We led off with Brother Perry tonight with $20, and the ways to give is on there. We have Cash App, we have Zelle, we have PayPal, and we have Venmo. All right, we're gonna jump right in. I don't want to tarry long tonight because I was running behind, and y'all know me in time. I just, well, one of these days I will get it together. We'll try to be a little bit more time conscious and appreciate sensitive, or whatever the word is, or be on time, whatever you call it. We'll try. Okay, so this is interesting. Kelly Clarkson, who I think is a horrible talk show host, by the way. But anyway, y'all remember her. She won American Idol. And then, she had the really ugly divorce from Brandon Blackstock, who divorced her, and she had to pay him an exorbitant amount of money. But anyway, her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, has died of cancer. He actually died on today, which is August the 7th. He was 48 years old. And so this is the announcement. It is with great sadness that we share the news that Brandon Blackstock has passed away. A rep for the family told reporters in a statement. Brandon bravely battled cancer for more than 3 years. He passed away peacefully and was surrounded by family. We thank you for your thoughts and prayers, and ask everyone to respect the family's privacy during this difficult time. Kelly Clarkson has postponed her Las Vegas shows for this week. She said her ex-husband was ill and she needed to be there for the family. Kelly and Brandon shared 2 children, River Rose, who is 11, and Remington Alexander, which is 9. Back in 2021, the judge ordered Kelly to pay Brandon $195,000 a month. Oh, wouldn't that be a nice paycheck? Could you imagine, Ty, could you imagine that? Oh, that just going in my account, 195,000 just hit my account. Everyone on the first, with in perpetuity. That would just, that would be nice. Who can I marry so I can get? Do y'all have somebody I can get married to, and then I can divorce them so I can get my 195,000 a month? Ooh, I need to get married and divorced. In August of 21, Kelly let out a scream on the set of The Voice when she received word that the judge upheld her prenuptial agreement and her support was decreased to 50,000 a month. Brandon requested 436,000 a month in spousal support from Kelly, but doesn't quite look like he got that. Kelly was awarded primary custody of their children because Brandon lived on their farm in Montana. Brandon also has two children from a previous relationship. Oh my gosh, we have children that pass away, but 48, could you just, oh Lord. I think Elder Ware is still here. I think back that, Pastor Simmons died at 46 years old. He passed away. And where I was just thinking that it was just like, I mean, and then the Lord took him sort of like in the prime of his life, seems like. Like his ministry was just really getting there where it was going to, I mean, it had taken off, but it was really, really, I think, getting ready to take off. And unfortunately, well, I don't know, depending on how we look at it, fortunately or unfortunately, the Lord called him home. I tell you, I still miss those days at Citadel. 15, 16, Ralph David Abernathy. I miss him so, 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 so very much. How do you do that? How do y'all handle? Do I have any people in the room that you have been the ex? Because I know that has to be awkward. Like, how do you? And because that's the thing about having children. That's the part that makes life so complicated, because like even if you have one of those real bad or real ugly divorces, you still kind of got to be there for your kids. Like, like she may not have wanted to, go to the funeral and, participate in all of that stuff. But you have to, because your kids are going to be expecting mommy to be there. Your kids are going to be expecting your mother to be there. Okay, Marquise, how can we do this, Marquise? I want to give y'all all of the numbers, because on one, it's about 30. Let me call. Are y'all ready for the roll call? Let's call it out. Because, see, I know I got some people that like to play. I know I got some of y'all that like to play games. And, sometimes it's kind of cute to have a little fun, in your off time when you don't have anything else to do, anything else to do. We can definitely have some have some fun. Okay, so one of the numbers is 716-370-5969. Then we have 854-278. I'm trying to figure out, how can I just because I screenshot them, how can I just post them easily? Like where, oh, you know what I can do? I can post them all on my TikTok. I can post all of the screenshots on my TikTok, and then can I post them on Instagram too? I guess I can post the numbers on Instagram as well, right? Or is there a way to do that? We want to have that. They want to have fun, so let's have fun. So, but I will definitely. I think it's the boy out of Minnesota. So, apparently, we have a constituency. Uh, um, we have a constituency of people. So what they said was, and then they sent, like, I guess they thought the message was gonna bother me, upset me. So they sent a thing said we keep adding people. Oh, so this must be one of them here. This oh yes, that's music maker. So we have already discovered, thanks to Ty, that music maker is a troll as well. And so I guess they were friends. And then the sort of boy, the way I, for the most part, I knew that it was something up, but I just kind of like, it was a Wednesday, so I just had some free time, so I went with it. And so he went to talking, and he went on and on, and so then he kept on saying, well, and jives this and jives that. And so and he said, oh, well, we just follow the leader. So and so the boy is so stupid. Now you supposed to be 18 or 19 years old, and you're open homosexual, you living in an apartment that don't have your parents' name on it, but that has the name of some nigga that is, using your body. It's 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You clearly have not combed your hair, washed your ass, brushed your teeth, or did anything, and you laying in the bed. Now, instead of getting this apartment that looked diabolical, it looked like just like some kind of room somewhere or whatever, because your headboard was up against a window. Like, who has their headboard? Do y'all set up y'all bedroom where your headboard is like up against a door or up against a window? Like, I just thought the whole thing was so strange or whatever. But then what I wanted to tell him was, instead of you having this man pay for this apartment, you should have been getting your mouth fixed. You got a gap wide enough in the front of your face that could drive a Mack truck through it. Let me tell you something. Look at my teeth. Look at there. Isn't that a gorgeous set? I have all 32 of my teeth except for my wisdom teeth that were pulled. My parents spent upwards of almost $10,000 so that I could have this beautiful grill. Yes. Yeah, these are not veneers. These are my teeth that I was naturally born with. So, you need to invest in yourself and invest in your appearance, instead of you sitting there looking like Bugs Bunny or somebody with with this huge horrible gap. It's just, oh my gosh. So somebody says that I'm blurry on Instagram. Am I blurry, or is that just Patrick Foster's phone? He says that I'm blurry. So let me see. Oh, this was the bag. This was the bag of choice for today. This was the bag of choice. I've been carrying this since Sunday because I had, when you change bags, you just kind of get tired of having to, like, some mornings I change every day with whatever I have on, and then some, if I'm rushing, I just keep the same bag that I carried the day before. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to do this specially for Patrick. Patrick has an Obama phone. Okay, so Patrick, is that better? Can you see me now? You see my grill? Do I look pretty? Okay, so somebody else says I'm blurry. So am I still blurry, Instagram? Am I still blurry? Ty, you're over there on Instagram too. Can you tell me? Oh, yeah. Ty, do they be taking you through all these kind of changes? Y'all, look, y'all, ooh, y'all be carrying me too much. Okay, am I still blurry? No one has said. Greetings, Lamar. Thank you for coming in. They said I'm crystal clear on YouTube. I'm blurry still? Okay, well, let me see what do I need to do? Okay. Is that better? It looks good to me. Todd saying you're blurry. Okay. Am I still blurry? Maybe I just need a new phone. It's time for that 16 or whatever the upgrade is. It's time for it. As y'all enter, let me get some top hats and bow ties. Am I still blurry? Okay. You need Ebony Fashion Fair. Oh, okay. I need Ebony Fashion Fair. All right. Okay, so let's say stop and restart Instagram. Okay, so let's see. Okay. What can I say? Now watch, they ain't gonna come back. So okay, so now is that better? Oh, I don't. Now it's saying that it's letting the people know again. Oh Lord. Oh well. You can't win for losing. So anyway, at this point, we're just gonna go with it. Amen. We're just going to just go on and go. All right. So I don't know. Has anybody? I don't know how awkward that must have been to be in that kind of position because you got to be there for your kids, but the deceased, like I don't even. What does that feel like? Because the deceased, you've obviously hit hit impasse with them, and so like how do you move forward? How do you press forward? How do you go to that service like you know what I mean? It's just I don't know, it just seems like to me that's got to be a difficulty. Now you know what, I'm gonna say this and my big mama's funeral, all of her living husbands was there. And my mother was such a diva. My mother had all of her husbands. So they all sat with the family. They was. I guess they was like family. We had all those granddaddies, all those granddaddies. Listen, Catherine was a bad girl, baby. And listen, let me tell y'all something. My big mama's funeral, when she passed away, she was a perfect size 12, and was definitely the closest person that I can find to describe to you how my grandmother looked and conducted and carried herself was that of Dominique Devereaux, which was played by Diane Carroll. They almost look like they could have been sisters. But anyway, all her ex-husbands all of her ex-husbands that had not preceded her in death, they was at the funeral. And let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you. And see, each husband was like a different period in her life. And so then like their friends, you know what I mean? It was very, very, very interesting because Elder Ned, uh, Granddad Ned, he was, her first husband, and the majority of her children were by him. And so all the people from that era was, Elder Ned, we so sorry you done lost Catherine. And he's sitting up there, and then he's sitting next to husband number two. Mama had them all there. Oh, somebody says my mother named is name Thais. Thais. So Music Maker says that his mother's named Dominique Devereaux, and she has two sons, Brian and Justin Devereaux. Okay, so did I fall out? Yes. Like I was in full theatrical performance. Yeah. I started out very good, and then by the time that it was over with, I was on the floor. Yeah. I make no apologies. I just it was more it was more than what I could take. It was a whole lot more than what I could handle. It's difficult. I mean, death is hard. You know what I mean? Like, I said, Ty, they are over on Instagram. Yeah, you got to go over on Instagram there. That's where Music Maker is. He's over. Oh gosh. Why is it saying that there's a poor connection? I got full bars. All right, let's get into this. Erica Banks. Erica Banks. Y'all remember her from can y'all remember Erica Banks from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Well, the rapper was arrested because she was busted at the airport with a stolen gun. Can you imagine? Like, okay, so according to the police report, Erica was stopped at the North checkpoint. Oh, she wasn't flying Delta, because Delta's the South. Anyway, so she was stopped at the North checkpoint because a gun was discovered in her Louis Vuitton bag. The bag containing the fully loaded gray Smith & Wesson handgun was placed on the converter belt and spotted on an X-ray machine. When asked if she packed her own bag, she responded yes. After the gun was discovered in the bag, Erica told the TSA officers that she was not aware a gun was in her bag. The police officer ran a check on the gun and discovered that it was stolen, that it was a stolen gun back from 2018 in Greenville, South Carolina. Wow. So, the 26-year-old rapper claimed that the gun belonged to her security, but she refused to give the officers his name. Erica was planning to board a flight to Houston, but was arrested on the spot. The Texas rapper was she was booked into the Clayton County Jail on Wednesday and charged with theft by receiving stolen property. She was released early on today, Thursday morning. Banks, whose legal name is Erica Bro, is best known for her viral rap hit Busted. She has over 639,000 followers on Instagram. Oh, Wow, that means you must not have done much when when they're including Instagram as part of your whole little resume. I guess, internet famous is still famous, right, to some degree. So anyway, y'all remember, I remember when I said that William Murphy didn't need to be made bishop, and William Murphy went to the airport. He was consecrated a bishop on a Sunday night. On Tuesday, he was in Clayton County Jail. He had that gun, that Glock in his bag. I'm just trying to figure out, like, do y'all forget? Because me and Ty, we both carry. So Ty, do you forget that your gun is in your purse? I mean, is Ty, do you be forgetting your gun is down in your bag? Did I say that? Ty, do you be forgetting? So do you be forgetting your gun is down in your You mean forget your gun is out of your purse, girl? oh, do you mean forget your gun? Not your purse. Do you forget that your gun is down in your bag? I'm so sorry. So, I be knowing. I be knowing. So, listen, that's part of the reason why we wanted to say last night. He said in LA. He said it. Ty testified last night. He told us, he said, in LA, he said it was a group of girls that they was carrying hair. What y'all call them, the hamburger. Who they was carrying hammers in a Ty, that thing wore me out. He said Ty East carries a good. Oh, Ty, you got to get them on. You got to get them over there on Instagram. They cutting up. They cutting up, honey. They say you carry. They say you carry your gun in your bra. They said it was the Hammer Girls. The Hammer. Ty said, Ty said to LA, them girls from LA carried them guns down in carried those hammers in their purse. They carry, they go in their purse and pull out that hammer. They go in their purse and unleash that hammer. That's how the mama said that they did David Ruffin hit Tammy Terrell in the head with that hammer. Oh, so it's a shame that he hit her in the head with that hammer, child. Whew, Lord. You know, love will make you act up. Would love make it that ain't that what that's what Alexis K. Tyler said. She said so. She says it's some good stuff. It'll make you act up. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my connection over here on Instagram. Do I need to go and and just go to the data? All right, greetings, George D from Mississippi. Ooh, he down in the Delta, y'all. All right, Jason Lee. All right, Jason Lee is now being investigated. The blogger who recently, y'all remember he entered or took put his hat put his hat in the ring for his hometown, for city council in his hometown of Sacramento, California. But he was accused of misusing $50,000 in public funds to cover expenses for a Wild and Out event. Jason Lee Johnson is a known podcaster and the founder of Hollywood Unlocked. He's host of star-studded Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards show that he does annually. The Stockton City Manager's Office announced an internal investigation on Monday of this week. After $50,000 went missing from the city's risk mitigation. I've not heard of that term before. The risk mitigation fund. The investigation determined that the money was improperly used for an event presented by Vice Mayor Jason Lee. According to the city manager, Steve Catanaglo, Lee misused $50,000 without the city's approval. His colleague claims that he never signed off on the funds. All right. Lee says that the money was used to boost community morale and attract future events to the city, but critics say that Jason Lee used the money for self-promotion. Nick and the Wild and Out team came to Stockton. I'm sorry, I thought it was Sacramento, but he's from Stockton. As a favor to me, Lee said on social media, the attacks on our hardworking city staff for simply doing their jobs is beyond disappointing. Wild and Out is a sketch comedy and battle rap game. The show created and was hosted by Nick Cannon. Lee is among a group of well-known social media influencers labeled as scammers and gifters, including Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar Johnson, and Sean King. Ooh, you know, I went to Morehouse with Sean King. Sean King got expelled, and then he was gonna sue Morehouse and threaten, and then they let him come back and graduate, and then he was so diabolical. That Sean King is diabolical. When I tell you, now he's a Morehouse brother, and we love our Morehouse brothers, but I'm telling you, when I tell you he is diabolical, baby, that Sean King is something else. He went over there and he came to me. He went to Channel 2. Y'all know down here in Atlanta, we got, what was it? Total Victory or Total Praise or something like that. But anyway, we had another Morehouse, and this was another Morehouse graduate, Jonathan Alvarado and Tony Alvarado. They had that church over there on what was it, Glenwood and 285. He bought, I think it was an old Walmart or old Target or something like that he purchased, and he had his church in there, and his church was popular at one time. Anyway, Sean King came to us and made an allegation. When he made an allegation, all last thing I knew, I think that church was called Total Grace. I think it was called Total Grace. Anyway, last I knew, Jonathan and Tony had shut down. I think they paid him something like it was either $50,000 or $100,000 or whatever. He took the money and ran up out of Atlanta like a thief in the night. When we knew anything, excuse me, when I knew anything, we was in the office over at Student Affairs and Janice Campbell. I love Mrs. Janice Campbell. She said, honey, William, honey, you know that Sean King was the crook the first time, honey, when Dean Bellamy had to expel him. But he got put out of our house the first. She said the boy is a crook. She said he came back here twice before he finally was able to obtain a degree. I miss those days at the house. And Janice wore one of them bouffant wigs, and she would have to always part it. She said, honey, he came back here twice. She said he came back here twice before he finally was able to get a degree. But anyway, so John and Tony, they totally, however they did it, they totally had to shut down Total Grace. And they shut down Total Grace, and then they reemerged somewhere way out, like in Canton, Georgia, or something like that. But child, when I tell you that Sean King knocked them off the radar, you don't even. They was running around. I think he was the dean or something. What's that? Beulah Heights. He was over there at Beulah Heights. I gotta go pick up my allergy pills. He was over there at Beulah Heights, and I think he was like an associate dean or something like that. And so, oh, you haven't seen. You haven't seen. My eyes are already blue, baby. Am I not gorgeous? Yes, I'm blonde with blue eyes. Yeah. 8. They said eyes already blue. Period. I was born with these. Yes. So anyway, so he is over at, I think, he was over at Beulah Heights. Last I knew, he was over at Beulah Heights, and I think he was like an associate dean or something like that over there. And Tony, she was running around, and she was really, really preaching. Baby, Sean King knocked the total wind out of them. I mean, they drifted like thieves in the night. Sean King left here. When I knew anything, Sean King was with those women, Black Lives Matter. And I mean, in Black Lives Matter, they wouldn't give a dime to nobody. That they was raising money left and right, and they wasn't giving a dime to nobody for their criminal defense or nothing. They wait a minute, Ty said. Wait a minute, the official Thai East report says. I didn't say this. Let me give this disclaimer. This is not coming from the Obnoxious Street Committee. This is a quote from the official Thai East report. Amen. That the legendary stud queen, overall mother, child, that mulatto, honey, that little mixed boy. He is diabolical, baby. He is when I tell you he is dangerous, he is dangerous. Oh God. But anyway, so he pretty much destroyed Total Grace and Jonathan Alvarado's ministry. I don't even think they ever really recovered. Plus, praise the Lord. I don't know if Jonathan Alvarado is Jonathan Alvarado still preaching? Hmm. See, that being on the down low is a mess. You got to just go on and tell the people. You got to just go on and tell the people. You just got to go on and see. Now you can have a gay church. You know, you can go on and be gay and preach. You ain't got to you ain't got to be playing patty cake and baker's man and pretending and stuff. You just go on and come out. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody gonna care. No way. I mean, ain't nobody living a nickel's worth of dog meat. So it don't matter. Gonna do whatever you gonna do. Just don't have sex with your members. When you start having sex with your members, then that's when it starts being a problem. You got to go outside. You got to be able to pull outside the doors of the church. You know, a lot of y'all can't pull. Did y'all see what's her name? She's over there. So they sent me the clip of I interviewed the girl. She's upset with Jamal. Now Jamal, how much money is he getting from Newberg? He's almost playing Latoya Odom. So this might as well just going to be everything's going down but the word of God. Y'all know that's how Obnoxious was birthed anyway, talking about these preachers. But he is paying her $48,000 a month in child support. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how much money are you making? Because you still got to be able to live. If you are able to pay somebody, because see, I couldn't do it. See, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would probably, well, I don't have children, but I would probably just say, well, I'm not gonna pay you that. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go. Let me just go on and just whatever I got to do, because I'm not gonna pay that. I'm not gonna pay. And see, I think that's why these men get real resentful, because they know that their women are not spending all. It ain't no way. It ain't no way now that child. Now you done set up and had a bastard, and you making what more people in corporate America make in a year's salary. 48. Let me go. Let's go and do the math. Sure, I'm sitting up here with trying to get a law degree, and you making, what is it, 48,000 times 12? That girl, you mean to tell me that girl's making over $500,000 a year to do out a bastard child from child? Like, oh, I wish I would. Ty, where can I go and have me a baby? Sure, I need to, Lamar. I have needed the. Wait. Okay. I don't think it's 48. I don't think it's for 4,800. Hell, $4,800. That ain't bad. I I think that clip says she getting 48,000 a month. I think that's what she's getting. And she is so diabolical because he didn't marry that girl Carrie. She's mad because I interviewed Latoya. I sent her a Uber Black to pick her up and bring her to my building. And I interviewed her. I said, I got to do this interview right now tonight. Um, and so, oh, I remember that cameraman. Okay. Wait. Let me stop cutting up. But I do remember that cameraman. Uh okay. Okay, so I just got a clip. I was just sent a clip, and she was petitioning the Georgia Superior Court because she was upset about her child support coming to her late. What his attorney said to the judge is that he pays between the first and the 8th day of every month. He pays his child support to Fulton County Superior Court, to the state of Georgia. The state of Georgia collects the money. And then now that she has relocated to Texas, they send the money. See, that's why it's best to just go on and get along with the person. They send, the state of Georgia sends the money to the state of Texas. And then the state of Texas then pays her. So that was where the confusion was. So she still wanted to get him in some kind of trouble, and they let the judge know. So she said, well, Miss Odom, do you understand that? And so she knew. And then the thing that made me mad, she said she understood and that she knew that she was aware. So why were y'all in court via Zoom? Why were you petitioning the court? Oh, okay. So, Ty, your friend, Justice Wayne, 27, says that Bryant has not consistently made the monthly $1,100 payment and was faced legal action. No, that's not true. They already discovered that in court. You got to get Wayne Justice. Come on, I need you to get up to date. Come on, girl. Step your game up, baby. Get on top of it. Get on top of it. Don't be coming over here giving no misquoting and giving no misinformation. Okay? And we pride ourselves on accuracy over here with Sir William. When I tell you something, if I tell you a duck is a truck, I want you to be able to, you can hook it up. If I prophesy it or if I give you, oh, wait a minute. Did you just wait a minute? Did you just call me a bitch? Wait a minute. Let me bring you up. Let me bring you up. Okay. Let me bring you up because I want you to look in my eyes and call me a B, because I'm gonna show you on this live how one acts. Let me show you how I'm gonna show you how a B act, and then I don't want you to forget it. Okay. I've been trying to be nice with you. Come on, click the live. Come on, click the camera, turn your camera on. Come on. I'm gonna show you who Blanche is for real. Because this is Catherine. I thought you was gonna decline. Yes, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Sure. We wasn't gonna have that in my Maddie bun tonight. We was baby. I was gonna throw a shoe at you like that boss Clark. Don't I got my glasses in my bun. I got my glasses in my bun tonight. You know, I'm being throw the shoe and bench and chair and everything else at you. I let you come on over here, but I want you to behave. Keep your ass in place. Don't get excited. All right, stay over there in the corner. All right, keep on. I'm letting you look at it. I'm letting you view from the cheap seats, from the balcony. All right, you can't sit down on the floor with the VIPs. You up there in the balcony. I need you to understand your place. Keep your place now. You want to call me a V, baby? Now, see, Ty gone and block you. Say, I'm a play with you. I'm gonna give you what you want. I'm gonna give you what you want. You want some games? Come on here. You want some Fruit Loops? Let's go on there. Let me go on and give it to you. Come on. Let me go. Come on. Let's go on. All right. Greetings. I didn't want to be good. I wanted to be good tonight. I wanted to be off on tonight. All right. We've been on for an hour. Well, anybody that has and see, like, I have to do a read like that, and then I have to come back and make a plea for some money. Lord have mercy. See how the enemy tries to do. But y'all know and love me and understand. Don't y'all understand? Y'all know my heart, don't you? You know my heart is right. All right. Okay. It said I know you do. Lord, it can't be one kid. She said it has to be several. Lamar said, uh-oh. Who is this? Carice Clemens. So don't beat him up. Okay, Crystal says, wear that thing out. I went and checked in the Thais report archives. The last time Jamal was down at the court, he was claiming his income. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. So his income is $48,000. All right. Well, you know what? I was sent this, so maybe I did. Maybe I did. But I could have sworn. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, that's still a lot of money. Oh, child. Oh, that one rump in the sack. Mm, mm, mm. Can bring you a life of heartache and pain. Oh, God. Oh, I hope that boy, like, later on in life, like, I know this is a sidebar, but I really hope that Jamal figures whatever out that he needs to figure out, because I would hate for that boy to, like, get, you know how these kids do, they get up in age, or they get to be like, okay, like, what's the boy's name that Matthew had on Tina, and he wanted to know his sister and stuff, and Beyonce was like, I'm not interested in knowing you. I'm not interested in meeting you and having a relation. Like, I mean, I'm just, you're my father's bastard. I'm not interested. I know. I looked into it, but I can't. I really wanted to, but I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, like, I mean, what do you think? You're the result of, you're the manifestation, of my father's cheating on my mother. Like, my mother, you know what I mean? Like, my mother and father would have maybe have been together, or they would have been able to survive. And then you want to have a relationship with me and want to be running around calling me your half. Yeah. Oh, it's so low budget. It's so I can't do that. That's why I was saying, like, man, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Don't put your family and your kids in that. Cause I would not, I don't blame Beyonce. I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with that bastard child. I would, you're my sister. Yeah. You're right. I would have been like Lady Gaga, like Stephanie was in Gucci. She said, oh, She hugged her. She said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." She said, "Oh, you have to leave my house at once." You have to leave my house at once. Yes, we already talked about Jason Lee, the vice mayor of the city of Stockton. So the comptroller of the city is claiming that he did not sign off on the money that Jason Lee spent for a Wild 'N Out event. Jason said that he got Nick Cannon and the cast of Wild 'N Out to come to Stockton to boost morale and to, get more attraction for that city and their community. And now they're trying to come for Jason as a result of his good gesture. All right, let's get into. We also talked about that. Let's get into the rest of our stuff, our topics. We led out tonight with $20. Do we have anyone that else that would like to show their love and support for Sir William and the Obnoxious Media? If there's anyone, Lottie, Dottie, anybody, the ways to give is scrolling at the bottom of the screen on YouTube. You can give via uh, uh, Instagram. Also, you can do super chat as well. Listen, is it really that big of a deal to me? 50,000 ain't nothing for the whole group or whatever. Um, you want me to drop the link, Carice? Do you wanna come up and share? I just think that I think that sometimes when um I think, okay, I'm gonna drop the link for you. I think that sometimes it's a little bit challenging for um, celebrities or noted people of note that cross over into politics because they already have some fame or notoriety. I think that Jason is probably trying to you know assist Stockton and with his um, name recognition and his notoriety to um, really really try to improve things for that city, for that community, for that whole demographic. And in doing so, that that uh that in doing so that he is he's tried to assist the city. He was trying to do something to be positive, to uplift. And sometimes your traditional politicians, they have a hard time with that you have um when you have someone that has that name recognition, that has that notoriety, and they are attempting to join. All right, do you see the link down there on StreamYard? The link is there. You can definitely join, share your thoughts. You were saying that 50,000 is not that much, and they probably made some level of sacrifice to come to show their support for him. They probably said, okay, we'll do this, we'll come to your city, we'll come to your constituency, to, help what you're trying to, accomplish or what you're trying to do. So I thought it was probably something pretty cool or pretty decent, and something that's going to definitely get his name out there amongst voters, and get a good be a good bid for reelection. All right. So you were saying that you wanted to come up. I don't see you as of yet. All right, let's get into the rest of our topics as we decide. Also, the ways to give is up. Do we have anyone that you can do a super chat? You can do Cash App. You can do Zelle. You can do Zelle. You can do PayPal. You can do Venmo. Okay, here it is, the gentleman. All right, y'all, put on your seatbelt. We want to make sure that we feel that we believe. I yet believe God that is what did I do? Let me make this screen. I didn't make the screen super big. I didn't zoomed in on something here. Okay. All right, now we're back to our regular size. Okay, let's see here. Add to the stage.
What's up,
Greetings.
William?
Oh my gosh. My
Do you remember
plasma
last time I was on the
classmate.
Last time you spoke to me, I was actually in Fort Knox. Now I'm back at home in Colorado for a
Oh,
little
you
while.
at what part of Colorado are you in?
I'm in the Springs, about outside of
Oh, you're
Denver.
in Colorado Springs. All right.
Yeah, the pastor. But yeah, I don't feel like Jason Lee did nothing wrong. I feel as if Jason Lee didn't play the game with the political system that made them respond to him in a way that made him seem wrong. And what I mean by
Okay.
that is when you are someone like Jason Lee, who is a light skinned gentleman who's seemingly a same gender loving, I don't know if he's ever said he was or not, but he has to play the
He's
game.
out. Yeah, he's
Okay,
out.
so you're a gay black man. You have to play the game. Um, you have to be very strict and very strategic in how you play the political game because you got two shots against you. You're gay and you're black. So even if he was
Hmm.
doing something good for the city, even if he didn't make no money off of it, and $50,000 is a drop in the bucket to most cities. Let's be honest. I
Well,
believe that
you
it.
know what, they're saying that he went and used or found a loophole with a just sort of like a discretionary fund, and as vice mayor he was able to pull that money. But the thing that also I think that the guy or the city manager is splitting hairs on is, what they're probably feeling like, let's just call a thing, Pastor Reese. They're probably feeling like he could have wrote it himself.
Yeah, and it doesn't. And the thing is, my thing is, so, and this is also church for me, right?
Right.
Is even if you feel like I'm making a certain amount of money, doesn't mean I'm obligated to spend my personal money on the stuff of what you got going on because I have to make a living. I tell people this all the
Right.
time. Pastoring is my call. My finances come from what I do in the industry, meaning I'm a journalist. That is what I do as a living. I'm a public affairs person. That's what I do as a living. I tour. That is what I do as a living. Just because I'm making six figures doing that, I'm not obligated to give all six figures of what I got to the church. Neither is Jason Lee. If he's making $1 million, he's not obligated to give the city of Stockton all six, $100,000 of
But
his
now,
money.
what do you say to a hateful member like me that's on the trustee board and say, well, your heart ain't over here with us, and you don't need to be our pastor.
Well, how about you get in this pulpit or I'll find me another church? Because that means I'm not called to you. If you feel like you can do it, go and get in here too. We ain't playing these games. Like people got to start realizing that just because I'm in a position now, on the other end, there's people like Orange Man that is doing whatever he want to do, and
Doing whatever he want to do,
yeah,
going up
but
on
like,
everything,
but
and
like when
still ain't and
right.
still ain't handed in a tax
Right.
return.
And the way I look at it is bringing wilding out to the city of Stockton, knowing the the status of that city isn't a bad thing for $50,000, especially if you're bringing the cast. $50,000 is travel and that's rooming. That ain't even that's
And
nothing.
they came to Stockton and they did a show there. They did a
Exactly.
taping.
Exactly. And so knowing Nick Cannon, whoever else was there, look at it. Nick Cannon is at least a six figure. You gonna pay him some money to come to any
Right.
event. Me knowing how much these people cost. So it's like y'all mad about $50,000. Why? Because he didn't ask you? Because and I wonder if the city manager is a white man or a black man. That's what I want to know.
Asian.
Okay. Yeah. Still. You don't get it. Because it wasn't your idea and you didn't approve it, it's a problem. I
And
bet
you
if
want to make
Jason
a
Lee,
problem for him because
yeah,
you want to cast a bad spell on him before
yeah, and I
because this is
truly,
campaign time.
yeah, and I truly don't believe that Jason Lee is a swindler like some. I don't believe that he's a finesser like some. I may not agree with everything he says, but genuinely speaking, from what I have seen from on the internet of Jason Lee, I believe that Jason Lee has a good heart to do what he does, and he doesn't need probably him being vice mayor of City of Stockton is probably costing him more than just doing his show. I'm being honest with you because
Right,
that's a
right. It's
job.
probably a sacrifice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
can
costs
see
you
that.
more to do that than to continue doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I can see that. I can
they
see
can
that.
miss all that. That's ignorance.
Yeah.
That's
But
ignorance.
like
Matty
I
Moss.
think
I
is
like the Matty
it's a
Moss bun, William.
huh?
I like I like the Matty Moss bun. Listen. And I'm
Oh,
sick of Thais too because I was watching Thais yesterday. And he talks so much mess, and I'm gonna get on. Listen, I'm not no shade to him, but go ahead, William. And I just thought about it because I saw his comment, but I'm gonna have to get on him one day because he that's his thing. He But go ahead, William. I'm sorry.
well, he's here. Yeah, the link is dropped. Ty, come on, let's
Get
have
on
this
that time
battle
because you
royal tonight.
listen. Because the other night when y'all was in Atlanta together in the hotel room, and I kept saying, "Hey, Thais," he didn't respond back to me, and neither did you. I said, "Look at him being fake
Well,
because
but
y'all got
wait a
cast."
minute. Look, now, see, we be trying. You see, I got my glasses on tonight, so I can see.
Yeah, you can see, you can see, you can
I didn't
see,
know.
because
I
my
didn't know.
glasses is over here somewhere, and I can see without mine. So come on now. We ain't gonna do all that. I be done took all it. Look, I be done took this off with you. Be done show. No, I'm playing, man.
Yeah, but they was over here trying to play. Did you? Oh, so wait a minute. Oh. Come on, here we go.
God, here we go. Oh Lord, taste. Yeah, yeah, crowd.
Rose, I can't hear Ty.
Okay, okay, here I am. Okay, so we barely can see. Wait, we barely can see the people that be in the chat and be scrolling so fast.
If he's
I
scrolling,
honestly didn't. I
I'll
didn't
be
see
trying to
you.
tell him.
You see
Y'all
what you
be
want to see, Thais. Come on now,
No,
because
I
I
did not. I
listen.
This is the first time I ever seen you. Right now, for real.
Y'all probably see my legal name on there because of my job, what I used to. But most of the time, I only come up as PS Reese, which that's the abbreviation. But
Okay,
yeah, I said, look at me, they so fake. I kept on messaging. I kept on messaging. Hey, I'm on. Y'all just kept on
I did
reading.
not.
Y'all,
I promise
y'all
you,
look
I
at
did.
my. Y'all must have been reading Instagram comments because y'all was looking at mine and then passing through and looking. I said, look at this foolishness.
Oh,
I
I
said,
was
I'm
on my
done.
own. I was on my
Oh,
own
you
page.
were?
we
Oh,
was both on our
oh.
own pages, but
Yeah.
we were
If
sitting
do you
side by
follow
side.
me? Do you?
I do.
Are
I
you
watch your stuff. I do watch your stuff because you got to understand. I'm from Nashville,
okay?
and I used to live in Atlanta. I taught at Central Gwinnett School of the Arts, and I used to
Okay.
tour. So I know a lot of people, and I was on the radio for some years. I'm in the military, so I keep up with a lot of things that go on because my trade is really crisis communications and journalism, and I'm also a pastor. So I'm always in the loop of what's going on. I may not always respond in a way that I'm gonna spill some tea. I don't do that. My job is
Hmm.
to help the people get out of the pit. Um, and I don't blog. If I'm going to report something, I'm reporting news because that's just me. But I
Oh,
watch the
wait a minute
internet.
now. I'm catching this shade.
It wasn't no shade, William. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
I have you can put opinion in, and I can come on here and put opinion in and have a conversation with y'all, but I cannot, as a journalist, based on what I do, like I can't necessarily put my opinion in a lot of stuff. I just give straight up this what I can't do opinion unless I'm having a conversation with you all, which I enjoy having a conversation with you all. You all are a
Mm,
part of my my therapy.
that's
Well,
More
let
so
me ask you
gracious.
nice.
this as a military guy. What do you think about this shooting on the base in Jacksonville?
I can't speak about that. What I do believe about like stuff when it comes to shootings and mental health and stuff, I believe that we are at the point where we're recognizing mental health as a factor in behavior. I do not think that we're at the point of mental health as recognizing things, certain aspects of life as um factors that make someone react a certain way. For instance, my grandmother could die, your grandmother could die. You could take it very lightly, and then I could take it heavily and want to shoot people or get mad. Or if my boss tells me you can't take off for the funeral, I'm ready to shoot the place up. But you, if they your boss, if your boss tell you you can't take off, you know how to deal with it differently. But that deals with trauma and experience. And I think if we start to understand the aspect and the mindset of what does the experience look like for somebody else rather than just how I would feel about it, we be in a better place because I look at your boy down in Texas, Kirby John Caldwell. I remember when he went to jail. And most people be like, he shouldn't be in the pulpit. He's a felon. He's whatever. But for me, being someone who is now at the ITC down in Atlanta, who
Hmm.
recognizes United Methodism in their teachings of grace, not the hyper gracism. Let me tell you something like hyper gracism has been going on since the Methodist Church. It's just Brian Carn put it with Pentecostalism, and he's basically Methodist Pentecostal. Let's just be honest. The Methodist Church believes in
No,
that.
Brian Carn had to adapt. Brian Carn is just a modern day King James. Because
Absolutely.
my life has been so diabolical, I'm gonna have to change my whole theology
Yeah.
to
But the Methodist
adapt
Church been teaching
to
grace
me
in that.
being
Yeah,
to
but the
me
Methodist
being in
Church,
sin.
yeah, and they in the
Cause see, you
Methodist
can't
Church
be
been teaching that.
outside and inside at the same time.
Absolutely. You got to choose one or the other, one foot
Light
in,
and
one foot
dark have
out,
no fellowship. I don't hear
unless you
nobody.
mixed.
It don't have no fellowship.
Unless you got a black daddy and a white daddy. They fellowship real good, praise the Lord. But the way I feel about it is just like that was sad because first off, it was a person of color. Secondly, that's not something normal people just get up and say, I'm gonna shoot people. Something had to happen to trigger somebody. I believe that. I'm serious. That's just me and Thais over here quiet. But
No, I'm just I'm
I'm
listening.
still worried about you in Atlanta when y'all was in that hotel and you was ignoring me all night. More grace to
no,
you.
I would
I'm
never
just
do that.
playing. Thais,
I would never
I'm
do
just
that.
playing
No,
now.
but
I'm just
you're
playing.
right. You're right about the mental health aspect because we really don't. It's still taboo. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we have not come far since Donny Hathaway, Phyllis Hyman. So many,
Mm-hmm.
so many people have taken their lives, and we still won't have the conversation, right? So, yeah, I agree
And I
with you
think
about.
church I don't think church does a good job of teaching people, humans, about
No,
three things. The number one thing, and I tell you this, is money. The church don't teach people good about how to manage money.
no,
Number two, the church doesn't teach people about sex very well.
About what?
Sex, screwing,
Oh, I'm gonna have
and
some tonight.
the now William,
oh,
now the
mm,
third,
mm,
glory be to the name of our Savior.
I'm just clowning. I'm just
The third of it is I don't think that the church teaches people about mental health and counseling and what it takes to have
Well,
resources.
can I say this? Can I interject this? Let
Go
me
ahead,
let me
Kojic.
say let me
You know,
say
I
this.
grew up apostolic, baby. So you know, I'm just
I
let me stop
I
talking like
totally
that for
get it.
people be
But
thinking some stuff.
I just think I just think that that's somebody asking for some right there on that text message.
William,
They
just
must
say what you gonna say. Thais, get your friend.
Lord
Cause you
Jesus,
know I'm
William is in heat.
apostolic. I grew up
That
apostolic.
cat is hot.
I know
That
the
cat is
Bible
hot
is
tonight.
hey,
what
I
is
know the
come
Bible is
over
right, but
me?
somebody's wrong. Nah.
That
What has
cat is
come
hot.
over me? What has come over me? It's a
But
the
go ahead and
spirit
talk.
of
Look, I
death.
got all these Bibles in here, William. Please be
Mm.
careful. I'm a reader. I'm serious. I got Bibles and books. I read and I fellowship
I
with the
but
Lord.
no, I would what I was gonna say was, and
Hmm.
as the son of the son of a clergyman, I think we put too much responsibility on the church. Like I don't think that it's the obligation. I know that during the civil rights movement and because of socioeconomic disfranchisement and Jim Crow and all of that, that the church had to be a resource for all of those things. But y'all put too much
And you
responsibility
know,
on the pastors.
Jim Crow flew off, in the words of
But
mother.
but I mean, I think well, what more do y'all want from these
Well, the
pastors?
thing is, it's not about just the pastors. I think what we've missed is we've turned faith community into the institution of church instead of allowing church to be faith community. We use that word church so loosely. We have established institutions and not faith communities. I am a firm believer. I have a lot of Muslim friends. I got friends from all walks of life. That's why I can sit on this call with y'all and not be offended and clown and whatever, because I recognize that community is more important than my own institution of faith. And so I saw a post earlier today, and I'm all the way off topic. We are supposed to talk about Jason Lee, but I saw a post earlier today that this woman was like Biggie Smalls is in hell because he was holding around charms in his pocket from a witch doctor, whatever. Okay, well, my argument is this: if he's holding around cloths and charms, take your prayer cloths out your pocket, take your anointing oil and your little containers out your pocket. Stop doing all that and just
Mm-hmm.
stick to like stop doing it. Because you what you're not gonna do is fetishize my Christian beliefs and my African spirituality and my faith beliefs. You're not going to fetishize it and make me seem wrong so I can acquiesce to the Donald Trumps of the world. That's the situation we're in right now. The only reason Trump is in office is because we have allowed white America to make us feel like we are wrong in how we choose to live out our faith. Ain't nothing wrong with us running around. When we look at it, Nat Turner was a conjurer. He had to overturn the folks. Conjuring ain't bad. Most people think it is, in the sense that we think is witchcraft. But the thing is, we conjure all the time. Just like the text that came in your phone with, you conjured that one up. How you doing? But anyway, I'm just
Oh, I know. I was reading. I was
see what
checking.
I'm saying. I'm just playing, but
They were
like
trying to see how long I'm gonna go live,
I just
but
want
I was trying to
I
check it.
just
Let
want
me
the
know.
people to be free from
Yeah.
all that bondage stuff. And like back to Jason Lee, the only reason why Jason is getting flack is because he's a gay black man. If he was Donald Trump, they'll say he
He's
spent
getting
if they
flack because they don't want him. He's a celebrity and they don't want him in that seat,
do you think if
and they
Donald
and
Trump would have
they're
went to
scared to
Stockton and
death.
spent
They're scared to death that he's going to be an inch away from being the mayor of Stockton, which is more than likely going to happen.
yeah.
He's more than likely going to get it. So what he's doing is, okay, let me cast this negative seed now so that I
Hmm.
can hopefully try to knock him out the way.
Yeah, and
That's
it
the
ain't
whole
gonna
tactic.
work. I think the people done already done pulled up and it's like, you know what, this stuff is getting out of hand. We sick of this and all
I
these
think
other
Jason.
things.
I think Jason. I know he has a lot of influence with the Generation X, Y, Z, all that. But I think Jason may have done too much too quick in Stockton. Like
Hmm.
when you first get there, you got to kind of like feel your way
Slow
through.
walk the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feel your way through politics. You can't go too heavy, too fast. And to be honest with
Yes.
you, wilding out, bringing that to Stockton, that was a lot. That's a big. Like, San Francisco, yeah. Sacramento, maybe, but Stockton, that's just a lot. I understand that
Hmm.
you want to bring something to the city to put the city in a bright light, but baby, listen, Stockton.
Yeah. You got to have a strategy. I remember, so when I first joined the military, and I joined the military older, I had already had careers. I joined because I felt like I wanted to do something greater than myself. Um, I came in with the same attitude. I'm here to make a change. I'm saved. I'm doing it. Do you not know they was going to put my black behind up out of there, up out of here twice? It took a black woman.
I'm sure
It,
that what did they
yeah.
try to dishonorably discharge you?
No, it was gonna be honorable, baby. I ain't never gonna get one of those. But anyway, no, they tried to put me out because they said I was a problem because I was trying to help soldiers. It took a black woman who had a higher rank to advocate for me and move me to her unit to keep me here.
Mm.
And so I had to learn that the hard way too. That yes, Thais, you right. You can't be in somebody else's space and force something upon them. It doesn't work that way. You know
Yeah,
what
like
I'm saying?
get 2 good years under your belt, like before you
Yeah,
start
you
going there
got
doing.
to.
Yeah, before you start
Hmm.
doing all this, like you in there acting like you Tom Bradley or somebody, and like calm down. Like you acting like you Marion Barry, So
Yeah, you can't.
yeah,
You ain't got it
But see,
like
you know
that
what? Why we always gotta slow walk white people? You know what I mean? Like,
it's a
because this ain't
system. It's
our.
a system. It's a
It ain't
system.
our place. It ain't our place, William. You got to
but see, I
understand.
think,
That's like if you come in my
but see, you know what?
house.
I gotta go. I gotta knock it out because I may not get another chance.
But see, if you that's like if you come in my house because every week normally I cook on Sunday. Like last week, I made
But why
fried
you haven't
pork.
invited us over? We should come over and do a
I
show.
made some fried
Where he live
crispy
at? Where he
smothered.
live?
I made some fried crispy
He
smothered
live in
pork chops,
Denver,
mashed
Colorado. I mean
potatoes.
Colorado Springs.
Listen, mashed potatoes, green beans, collard greens, southern fried cabbage, cornbread, and a few other things. It's chicken gizzards too. I fried it all in here, and the soldiers came over to eat. Now, when they come in here and they running through here and they eating, the doors crack. The thing of
I know,
that
right?
the,
Baby,
the thing,
listen.
but I
I
cook
went
all the
there too.
time. I made some seafood baked potatoes 2 weeks ago with shrimp and steak and all that, and they was loaded. They was good too. When they come in here, I play
Uh,
gospel music. I got CDs. I'm old school. I'm gonna show you.
How many soldiers was it?
I got the Harlem
that's
Gospel
right.
Travelers. I got look. I'm gonna show you something. I have
How many
CDs.
soldiers come over?
It was probably like 12 or 13 that came and
Oh
got plates because I
wow,
cook. I
wow,
cook.
wow.
But you see all them CDs? I got VHS tapes,
I
church
know
tapes.
you
That's
do.
all I play. That's all I play. Records and
I
stuff.
know it.
And so when you come over here, you're not playing Glow Real and
That
Sexy Red
wasn't
and
one
all
of
of that.
those. That was what y'all call it? Tag the pump and praise. What was it?
You know what?
pound after
Now
pound
I
after
got to
praise.
go. Now I got to go. It was not. Let me tell you. And listen, I'm saved enough to where I can joke with y'all.
I'm
No, it
just
was not.
teasing with
Yeah,
you,
I ain't
Reese.
fool. I'm joking. But like literally, people can come over and have a meal. And the thing is, when they come in here, my music's not changing. You have to
Okay.
acquiesce to what I got going on, and that's because
Mhm.
this is my place. Same thing with America. We weren't born here. We were
Yeah,
brought over here. Some of us we were born here, of course, because America, but our ancestors, our roots are not here. So we
yeah,
have to find ways to enter the system and then change it by way of conversation, by way of essentially what they call manipulation was really conjuring. We have to find a way to do what we got to do. But back to y'all, I live in Colorado, but I will be down in Georgia the weekend of September 6th, not the week before. I did that on purpose because I know it's Black Pride. My dad lives down in Atlanta, so I will be down.
Why you can't come for
Well,
Pride?
I am an ally. I will not be there because first off, stuff is expensive. I love being around
wait. You say
everybody.
wait. Stop. You say you're an ally.
Yes, I love everybody within
Oh,
every community.
okay. I thought something totally. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I'm
Yeah,
totally. I was
so
thinking
I'm not
So
something totally
going.
he's
different.
heterosexual.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm not
yeah, I didn't
going.
know. Okay,
Yeah, I'm not gonna go down to Atlanta Black Pride. I will be there the very next weekend. So if you all meet me down in Atlanta, yes, I will cook. I don't mind. That is just my character. That's just who I am. And so anybody can come and eat, anybody can come and have a good time and whatever, because I feel as if my call is to make sure that everybody has a place at the table. And so I don't care. Y'all, yes, come get a plate. And I
Oh
cook good
wow.
too. I fly wings and chicken, yes, all the time.
I believe it.
And
I believe it.
my parents are very
I
nice
love
too.
that
My
scene.
parents used to not be so nice. They're nice now, but my parents was like, "Come on over, and all of you can eat." Like my parents are like that.
Yeah.
And I go, and let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I when I'm in Atlanta, because my sister, my older sister, she is homosexual. She's a lesbian. When I do go to Atlanta,
Is she
I
a
do.
stud or is she a lipstick?
Oh, um, I assume lipstick. I
She
assume.
still look and act like a girl.
Hmm.
Oh,
Um,
okay. So she a lipstick.
and so I'm second oldest of all of my seven siblings. And so when I do visit Atlanta, because I have family everywhere, I do, and I have a son who is gay, not my blood son, but he's one that I adopted. But when I do go to Atlanta, I go to Bulldogs, I go to Poodles, because I am one that doesn't mind. I'm one that doesn't mind hanging out with
You know
anybody.
what?
It doesn't matter to me.
That way. I'm sorry, y'all.
What? Because I said Poodles. That's what it
I
is.
cannot.
Don't be mad at me because I'm free. Yes, Jared, yes, at Ally. Don't get mad at me because I'm free. I've been to Poodles. I like to listen to Mr. Sexy Man. I love Nelly Tiger Travis. That's my friend.
Who was that? I don't even know.
Hey, Mr. Sexy Man, Southern Soul Blues. What your name is? Yeah, yeah. I
You
am a good.
make me
Listen,
feel.
I am a good time. I am a good time in life, because guess what? I love life. I remember being so bound because I didn't know whether or
Right.
not I wanted to go left or right or down the middle or choose a side. But the Lord told me you don't have to choose a side. You can be you and love everybody from where they are and be there for people. People need love. People need acceptance and feel
I didn't
like
know what.
I'm a
I
listen.
can't.
When I taught high school, I believed in physical touch. I was a hugger. Like that is just me. Think what you want about me. I want people to be free in life and say, "Hey, it ain't all that deep. Give me a
Yeah.
hug. It's cool. Let's hang. Like, come on." I'd rather be free than be bound. Like, why am
Yeah.
if y'all are so hell bound, listen, why am I gonna live in a hell on earth and can't live and then die and still be bound and can't live? I might as well sin and live reckless.
I
Let
know
me
it.
be
See,
free in the
that's where
Lord.
I am. I can't let all that work he did on Calvary go to waste.
Ah, Jesus went to Calvary. Yes, praise him. Save a rest
He'll
like you
take
and
your
me.
gloom.
Ah,
Ooh, there's a man on the
there's
side
a
of the
bomb in
road.
Gilead. He touched me.
I
I'm
cannot.
playing. Let me stop playing with you. He touched me. Leave it out.
Ty, he would be perfect for down at the
I'm just
church.
playing with y'all because I clown with the people. How you doing? Not playing. I do. I cut up because I have to. I have to cut up. This is
Yeah.
my this is my freedom. I have to cut up. Let me tell you how saved I am. And I don't, I don't show to everybody where I live at. But this is how I live. You see that across that doorway, that archway. You
Hmm.
come in here, that's what you gonna get. You gonna get
You gonna
Jesus. You
plead the
coming.
blood.
Oh yeah, you gonna get Jesus. You come up in here.
Yeah. Mm.
Hmm. So whenever
Listen.
I feel whenever I feel like I'm getting ready to sin and act a fool, get what? You can get
You look
Jesus.
at
I
the
keep on
blood.
looking.
You keep
Yes.
on.
And see, I'm old
Yeah.
too with it. I got Dionne Warwick up here, Melba Moore, Casey and
Oh, but
Joseph,
see,
every
she's
name
a
I could Jackson
Oh,
witch.
there it
Allison.
is. There it
Oh,
is.
but see, there go the shrine right there. That's the problem. You got Dionne Warwick. See, Dionne ain't been right since she was with the psychic friends.
Oh hush.
And you
And
got
then
Melba. You got Melba Moore.
yeah, and I'm gonna show you me back in the day. This is me back in the day.
Okay.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So you got Dionne and you got Melvin.
Oh,
So you
you was small then.
And this is me when I did radio. That's back in the day.
okay? Yeah.
And on set and when I had the non pro, yeah, that's
Okay.
that's just how I get,
Oh, look at you
that's
with
me and
the.
that's my best friend up in DC when I lived there. That's my first, but anyway.
Oh, tear that picture back. Let me see him
Which
again.
one? Which one are you talking about,
I
William?
want to see the one with you and the boy with the white
Oh,
tee.
here, yeah, he lives in DC. That's Marcus. Me and Marcus, when I lived in DC, when I
Oh,
first
you
went to
don't have no
seminary,
shirt on. No, is that tattoo?
that is the sir. Yes, I have plenty of tattoos, and I'm not ashamed to show them. But when I lived in DC the first time, I went to Wesley Theological Seminary and had to drop out. And then, but yeah, it's like life is good. Life is good. Life is good. I enjoy life.
Yeah, and it's
But
supposed to be
what
lived to
y'all,
the
what let
fullest.
me ask y'all say. Let me ask you something. What y'all say this here? And what they say that's a trade picture. No, I'm playing. Let me stop playing. I'm playing. I'm
Who
playing,
is
man.
that?
I'm
Who is
playing.
that Ty? I
That's
can't see you
me.
now. I
That's
got my
me.
glasses on, but I
That's
still
me. That
can't
was
Yeah.
me
see.
back in the
Put the
day,
camera
man.
close. Put the camera
Who is that?
close.
Oh, that
That's
was
me,
you.
man. Yeah, when I lived in Memphis.
Oh,
Yeah,
you was giving
that's me back in
Bobby. Wait
Memphis.
a minute.
That's me back in the day. Still got it. But yeah, that's the trade picture they say. No, I'm just
How you know? How you know about trade? How you know what trade is?
because
He just said his son is gay.
I'm always in everybody's, like I'm a part of everybody's communities. Like I know the terms and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
I'm about like John Hannah.
You what?
Okay.
I'm about like John Hannah. He set up and he said jacked on the thing and grinding. I thought, what is that?
Well,
And
John
I had to
Hannah's
look
a
it up.
girl, honey.
I don't know. Well,
Don't
I
tell
don't
me
know
nothing
nothing
about
about that.
Sister
I don't know
Hannah.
nothing. Hey, we ain't gonna talk about. We ain't gonna bash him. I don't know nothing
I'm
about
not
that man.
bashing him, but I just
I
know
don't know.
I know when I said what I see.
I don't know nothing about none of that stuff.
Oh, you
All I
don't.
know is I am a very kind gentleman who loves the Lord
And
and
you're single
divorced
and
twice.
ready
But
to
yes,
mingle. Oh, you've been
no,
divorced twice.
not mingling, not mingling. Just single.
Well, I'm just saying in case somebody is, looking
It
that
takes a
he's
lot.
a.
It takes a lot to be with me. It takes a lot. I am
What would you
very,
be looking for in a
and
significant
we are
other?
off topic, yo. Like, come on. I listen. Is it okay if we talk about this though, William? Because I know you got your
Yeah, you
show,
can. Yes, yeah.
and I don't want your
You're more
moderators
than
to kick me
welcome.
off because you're your moderators. But for me, hmm, God is Fatima, more grace. But anyway, like I said, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack about this in a couple days because I literally got on here and I'm just talking, I'm just talking. But anyway, for me, I am divorced twice because I don't know how to um separate my career in business from relationship. Damn, Andrea, you want me to get off? She's talking about I'm very talkative. I'll be quiet.
Who is that?
I don't know. Somebody she said,
Oh,
oh,
Andrea.
I'm very
It's
talk.
okay, Andrea.
I'm sorry. He
He's all
asked
right. He's
me,
all right. He's all right.
He's all right.
but
He's
Yeah.
emptying
I
out
You were married. You
I
were legally married twice.
yes.
to women.
Um, yes, and so I will tell you this. I never knew how to separate my career in business from my relationships, and I learned it now. I could never be in a moment. Let me tell you, my primary means of communication. I'm gonna just show y'all right here. I have this.
What is that?
This is a flip phone. All of my close friends, my family, and everybody who's important has this number. I talk on this. If you get a
Are
text
are
from
are
anything,
are, are, are both of your parents living?
they are.
Okay,
My
and then
stepmother, my dad, and my biological mother, and the woman who raised me, all of them are living.
okay, okay.
And I always overdid life because I felt as if I could prove to you I could do, you would accept me because I didn't live up to what you wanted. My dad, I was his firstborn son. He wanted me to play sports. I was never good. I was on the baseball field. Them gnats got the flying, and I cried because I was ready to go home. But I was
Yeah,
also
I thought,
raised
you
by
know what,
my, you
but
know.
I opened up about that yesterday. I opened up about that really being the son of an alpha male and trying to play football and trying to do,
William,
and
I
then
want
I
to know
just,
what he means by this, or she. Listen, no, no, no. I have to say that listening this short while, that that would need to be that that would need to be further explored. I don't know what that means, but I'm listening to you because
well, a lot of times people think that men, because they have a southern drawl, that they're automatically gay.
oh, all right, more grace.
So we can't cast judgment just because he has a southern drawl. I
I
have a
ain't
southern
with
drawl too. So that
in
doesn't
real
mean.
time.
Okay, so
Thais don't know what time. Let me put my
I
do rag on
I
because
think
it's
I
getting
think
hot.
I think a lot of
Oh, I
us.
like your bald head.
Can
Look
y'all
at
hear me?
Thank you,
that.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I think for a lot of us older gays that have that have been, we've been on the
You gay,
battle.
Thais?
Huh?
You gay?
Okay, so I think for a lot of us,
I'm
I think
asking because I don't assume nothing about like that's just
no,
me. I don't assume.
I don't assume either. I don't assume,
Yeah,
but
so
I
like you
think
said,
for
us older gays, and I was like, us older. I'm like, so he must be associating himself with a
yeah,
group
I'm
or
an older gay. Yeah, I'm an older gay.
okay, okay,
So
cool, whatever.
I think with us older gays, we have seen so much and we have talked to so many people.
I'm
We
not gay.
we know
We
William.
didn't say you
You
was.
I'm not
we already know
gay.
you're a special case, William. We know you're not in any
He's gay.
category.
I'm not.
That's
William
Daddy
is not in any
Grace.
category. He just is like a
William is
special
dad.
thing.
William is Daddy Grace with them long nails. Go
Okay,
ahead,
but
James Brown.
let me say this, because to get me out of my bed and come back to this desk, you didn't pique my interest, right? Um, for us older gays that have been through a lot, we've seen a lot, we've mentored a lot of young gay people in our own lives. I got gay nephews, I got gay friends, people that I have poured into. There is an energy and there is certain things that you say that leads me to a certain um, conclusion or leads me to a certain pattern or pathology, right?
Mhm.
And so it's not good to assume. You really shouldn't, because there are feminine men, especially in the South. And, there are men that dress a certain type of way and people assume things. But what
Very
to say,
motherly is crazy work, bro.
huh?
Whoever that somebody said very motherly. That's crazy work.
Well, no, it's not, because I have a motherly demeanor when I'm you know mentor people. People feel a certain type of way about the energy that comes from me. You don't have to be a woman to mother somebody, and you don't have to be a man to have a fatherly touch or pouring into somebody. You don't.
Let me
Those
ask you this,
roles,
Thais.
huh?
I'm gonna let you finish. I got a question to ask.
Okay, well let me say this. I'm gonna speak in general because I'm not gonna speak to you, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
speak in general. It does not end well for people that are running from themselves and trying to make everybody and their family happy. It does not. I have never seen one case of it ending well. Okay. You will work yourself to oblivion. You will either run into a emotional spiral where you will run into depression or anxiety, over drinking, overeating, sex, being very promiscuous. It usually does not end well. The end result, you
They've
have
been
a
there with the
master
sex.
class. You have a master class. All you have to do is just look at a man called Donnie McClurkin, and you can see where that energy goes to when you're 60 and 65. Living that way all of that time, it doesn't end well. And you wind up on a talk show or a TV show saying, I don't know what women want, and I think I'm going to be lonely for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have to, at some point, you have to make a choice. And I'm speaking generally, y'all. You have to make a choice that I have to live for myself. And
Mm-hmm.
I know it can hurt my family. I know it can break my family up, but living in the closet, it is spiritually stifling to you. People don't understand. What they don't understand is that just because you are gay, you are not cut off from God. You're
And
not.
that's right.
You're not
That's
cut off from
right.
God just because you're gay. And just because you come out, that does not mean that you have some type of cutoff either. But you have to liberate yourself. You have to cut the cord yourself. No one is
Mm-hmm.
going to do it for you. The worst thing people do to their children is tell them, well, we was waiting for you to tell us. That is the absolute
Oh, girl.
worst thing you can tell your children, right?
Yeah.
We were waiting for you to tell us. If you're the parent, if you're the person in a position of power, you should be able to pull your child to the side and say, listen, no matter what you got going on, mama love you, daddy love you. You can always come to us and talk to us or talk to me about anything. But I'm here to tell you, it does not end well when you're running from yourself, because who you are,
It's gonna resonate. It's gonna
it's
come
gonna it's
forward.
gonna always be there. You can repress it, hide it.
And
And the
come it
thing
out.
about people that do this is that they don't understand that most people see you. They automatically see. So they've done it so long, they feel like they're like, it's like when kids were little and they go hide behind a tree and they think they were hiding from you. Like, girl, I see you. It's like, it's very similar to that. But I pray, for all people that deal with that. I pray for you, pray for them that at some point in their life, sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's age 40, sometimes they just go to their grave. I know many men that went to their graves in the closet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you that I have seen personally
Mm-hmm.
where people I have helped, especially in Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
I've helped a lot of people start their churches, build their churches, become
Okay.
great churches, super churches. One of the biggest pastors in Nashville, I used to his former assistant was my assistant's boyfriend. Not gonna say no names, but I
Well, that's all
knew.
of it.
No, you don't know nothing about anything.
I
But
go to larger. I
no,
go
it
to
wasn't that.
larger church.
But
Oh,
but
okay. No, I'm
but
sorry.
what
I
I
went to
will
Chattanooga. I
but
went to
what I will
Chattanooga. I'm
say
sorry.
is that with that being said, people were more like, for me as a heterosexual man, they never wanted me in front of their church because of what the church was going to think about who I am, even if it wasn't true. And so I see it all the time. And so with me being a black person who went to the Methodist church, because the Methodist church was willing to accept me because I spoke their language. I'm an apostolic Pentecostal gentleman and I know the Lord, and that's just what I do. The apostolic
But you're
church
not
has a
gay.
no, but the apostolic church has a problem
But
with
no, why do
me
you? Why you say that so quickly and abrasively? Because you're very
because
welcoming and
it
embracing to the community, but
absolutely.
why would it be a problem to identify? Have you had a same sex experience?
Um, I wouldn't say that. And even if that was to happen, I wouldn't disclose that on the internet.
Why?
Um,
Why? You're
because
free. You're free.
yes, I am, and you know what? I'll just say this: yes, and it wasn't by choice. See,
Okay, so you were
it was.
molested.
I wouldn't. Yes, I guess that would be the word. And so,
Okay.
what happens
Well,
is, in
a lot of us have been touched,
yeah,
and
and see, it hurts.
sometimes in
It
church.
hurts the family when it's somebody that they love even more than you.
Yeah.
You see, and so um as it pertains to my spirit and as it pertains to my call is to help free people from some things as I am still being free too.
That's what now.
I
That's what I was
I
just getting
tell
ready to say.
I
Now you
tell
can't
people,
be. You
yeah.
can't free
I
nobody and
and
be
so for
bound.
me, I preach every week. The last couple, maybe the last 3 weeks have been some of the hardest for me. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all because I strive on authenticity. I strive on this is the time in life where you got to be real with you and real with everybody else. And I have struggled the last 3 weeks as it pertains to understanding how to reach the people and how to be able to be strong enough. I was sitting in Bible study. I had preached. Um, and I sat there, and as everybody was telling their stories of how I heard from the Lord, there were breakdowns on the call. They cried. They were just toe up. And for me, I cut my camera off as I broke down because I didn't want to seem weak as they needed some strength. And the problem with that is, as a black male pastor, it is hard for us to show our weakness and vulnerability because as soon as you do, the church says to us, you can't pastor me because I need a man. Okay, ain't I more of a man because I showed you my vulnerability?
Okay,
And so for days, yeah, go ahead. We having
can
a
I can I
conversation.
can I,
We
offer,
go
can I
ahead.
offer you this? Let me offer you this. Okay, so I watched the Little Richard documentary last year,
Hmm.
and it
And
was
I
really
knew him.
yeah, it was one of the most powerful documentaries I've seen in a while. And one of the taglines from it was, "He liberated so many people, but he could not liberate himself. He helped so many people be
Preach.
free, but he could not free himself." And to see Little Richard in his last days going on TBN and just, with this spirit of almost like torture, like he did not want to go to hell. I don't want to go to hell. And I'm hearing like he was redeeming himself on these Christian shows. You cannot see, there's a reason why they tell you to fix your oxygen first, right? They tell you to put your
Hmm.
oxygen mask on because you can't help anybody else if the cabin pressure drops and you're suffocating. So it's very important for you to put your oxygen mask on first before you attempt to assist anybody else. They also ask you, are you able to help people get out of the exit if there should be an emergency? Are you able bodied, right? There's so many
You
things that
can't.
they
You can't
ask
be
you.
on the exit row and you got challenges.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So it
So,
is it's so crucial, brother. Is it Reese or Keys?
You can call me Reese or
Okay,
Carice or whatever.
it's very crucial, brother Reese, that you do some self work because
Hmm.
this thing is like there's a thing in the gay community. I don't know because I know you're straight, but there's this thing in the gay community where we try to do community service, this community service energy to make atone for what we do in private. A lot of people do that. It's like they overcompensate to try to like it makes amends for me being an abomination or me being whatever. And so once you kind of understand that who you are is who you are, and you don't have to atone for that, then you're not going around trying to be, you know what I'm saying, the pastor, the perfect person, the counselor, and all these things, because you have to show up for yourself first before
Hmm.
you can show up for
And
anybody else.
and I'll be honest with you, I never did. I as a person who media and all this other stuff never showed up for me. I'm gonna tell you why.
Hmm.
Because in entertainment, if you're on tour as the road manager or the tour manager or the runner, you're showing up for the artist. If you're doing church, you're showing up for the pastor. If
Yeah.
you're doing family and you're the one that got the money and you're doing what you got to do, you're showing up for the family. If you're doing journalism, I'm showing up for the community. So if somebody got shot, I can't cry because I'm showing up for y'all. Y'all can cry and I can't. So my whole life, my whole career has been showing up for everybody else. And I believe God sent me to the army to show me how to show up for me and to be here for me. Just
Do you think
recently,
do you think that you went to the army for that, or do you think that you tried to and I don't want you to be offended because
oh,
I've
I'll never
listened
be
to you.
offended by anything y'all say. Listen, because I know
No,
who
I'm not,
y'all
but I'm
are.
not saying anything to
No,
offend
you good.
anybody.
Go ahead. You can ask
But
me whatever you want to.
did you feel that, and I can relate, um do you feel that you went to the army to detox or to uh take those elements of you and who your most authentic self away? See, I can tell you
Mm-hmm.
that I had the most, or the challenges are for me, I won't say for you, but that uh trying to live or trying to adapt your life to someone else's expectation.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean? And so that when you
absolutely.
get to, and then when you get to a point where, you know what, this is me and this is my life. I've got to be happy. I've got to live my life for me. If it's me being blonde, if it's me, and I think that that's why myself. I think that's why people that relate or like us, because we can be our most authentic self. I'm not going to take down and uh, put myself in some kind of form or some kind of package because mama
Mm-hmm.
is expecting this, or because the church folks are expecting this, or because this is going to make you feel comfortable. No, if I didn't lost weight and I didn't paid a lot of money to get to this shape that
And I
I'm
done gained
in,
some
so
William. Jesus, help me.
I'm gonna wear my stuff hugging, and I'm gonna wear a wide brim if I want to. And if you don't like it, I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? I'm going to be for William no matter what and at all costs. And so I think that a lot of times, because even the whole stigma, and as we going into the whole Pride weekend, or was talking about that, the whole stigma is still that being called gay, or being called a sissy, or being called a faggot, or any of those words or terms is still at 2025 the worst thing, or this devastating thing that you can call or say about a man. And so, and even with folks that I even in the community and identify as gay, or as a member of LGBTQIA plus, if I said it correctly, that whole environment still have that stigma, still have, because you have the mass gay boys that hate the femme boys. Then you know what I'm saying? So you still have all of these dissect and all of this, you know, uh
It's a lot going on.
issues within that. And so I think that a lot of the times folks can say, uh, I say this all of the time, especially with church folks, is that, oh, you saying you bisexual? You're not bisexual. You are a homosexual, but you're saying that you're bisexual because that's more palatable. You know what I'm saying? That still brings you over to a little bit of the hetero side. So it's still, it's not quite as bad. No, you don't have no desire. Your dick don't get hard for no pussy. It don't. You want it don't. Let's just call a thing a
The
thing.
language, William, the language.
I'm not cussing.
where's my
And,
whistle?
I'm like,
Blow
and
the
one more thing, and one more
blow
thing that
the
they,
I'm like,
whistle.
one more thing that they do as well, and people do, and it's sad, it's unfortunate that they
Wait,
do
William.
this, is that
I'm playing.
is
Go
that
ahead.
they oftentimes say that there was some type of sexual abuse when there really wasn't any sexual abuse, because they've used
but
that
that
as
gives you
that
exactly
gives you some type of crutch to say
to be able to use that
this
you
explains why
are
I'm this way. But
exactly.
anybody that has familiar familiarity with sexual abuse, there is an energy that comes along with that when people talk about that, right? There is it's palpable. And so you can tell if there was really something that went on or whether or not it's being used as an excuse so that people do give them almost like a sympathy,
Some
understanding of,
grace,
yeah,
as we
some
had
grace.
just said,
Yeah.
that you want some grace, and I think that a
'Cause
lot of people say that.
survivors of sexual abuse have an energy. There's it's something about how they present their stories and how they present in general. I usually pick up on it in the spirit when I talk to somebody that is a victim of sexual abuse. I automatically can pick it up instantly. But but that's not always the case. Sometimes people have incidents that they have not fully tapped into yet, and they're not even there yet because it may be something from the past where they
Yeah.
it's repressed and they haven't tapped into it yet. So
Uh-huh.
it's
And
it's a lot. It's a
and
lot.
I'll tell you, William, when you were asking me about was the military a reason why did I like for me, I joined because I was on the road. I was actually with a white artist, three of them. Jewel, Train, Hey Soul Sister, whatever, whatever, and Blues Traveler, making good money. And I got home and my ex-wife, this is how I got this right here. We were fighting. And there was I said,
She
I have
stabbed you.
to no, she bit me. Cause
Mm.
she didn't like the fact that how I was doing the karaoke and she didn't like how I was, driving. I was driving. She didn't like the way how I was acting in the hole in the wall. Let's go, baby. Whiskey and chicken wings. This was when I was a drinker. But anyway, I joined the military because it was a threefold thing. It was okay, I'm gonna get her out of the house. It was okay, my dad's gonna be happy because he's retired military. And then the third one was
Your dad's retired military.
him and my stepmother, both of them, they both retired from
That's
the
the shit.
military, y'all. And they
he is
Baby.
it's
and they
he is
and
he's
no, he
he's
yeah,
loaded
but
with a
but
lot
look,
of
but look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like I'm being like beyond all the whatever comments, all that. I am a authentic, genuine person, and I'm just telling y'all the
Yeah.
truth. And all I can do
and
is
I
tell
and,
you
and
what's
it's
going
no
on.
judgment here.
No, but when
Yeah,
you say
It's
your
no
yeah.
dad's
judgment.
when you say your dad is
But
retired
I'm telling
military,
you, and I'll be honest, I wrote it down and I've told people all the time. My dad was an alcoholic and he was very abusive. And my stepmother, she had her children and whatever else. She had my baby brother. And when she had him, it was different. And so for me, most people say, don't say that what stays in the house. Forget all that what stays in the house and all that stuff. That doesn't matter. That ain't gonna free nobody. Y'all want me to hide it because y'all don't want to feel bad because y'all dealt with some abuse, and I'm just gonna be honest. Y'all abused me, and I'm being for real about it. And I can talk about it because it was wrong. And I'm not saying that you were wrong in doing it, but I'm also going to say that I forgive you because I feel as if, and I would like to have the thought that you did the best that you could based on what you knew as a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old. That's how I got free from that. When I joined the military, my relationship with God was based on my grandmothers and the saints and that red carpet on the floor with duct tape and the window air conditioners and that no window having church that I absolutely love till still to this day. And I got a chest full of uh cassettes and VHSs from that church and I love them all. But what I would tell you is I never learned to know God for me because my grandmother never let me have relationships with my friends because when I did, she beat me half to death because I missed church. So I didn't get to live till I was 25 years old up in DC acting a fool, drinking Long Island iced teas down the street from Nelly's with my friends. Because let me tell you something, the gays would accept me in their spaces more than the church people at Glenn Staples Church at the Temple of Praise, in which I drove my U-Haul all the way from Nashville to DC 16 hours straight and parked it in the back of the church parking lot. Came to that church, and I remember prophetess Deborah Webb looked at me, and she wouldn't even touch me with her hands because she felt like I had a spirit on me because I had on a skinny suit. But
Yeah.
I kept coming to church. And so for you to
How old are
think
you?
that,
How old are you, Reese?
huh?
How old are you?
I'm 21, more grace. That just be this tight neck. No, I'm 21.
You 21 for real?
No, I am not. I'm timeless. I'm like Prince. I don't age.
Okay, well, how old are you for real?
I'm 21, yo. Real
But
talk.
approximately.
Approximately older than 25.
Okay. Because you've been through a lot in such a short time.
Yeah, but I but
And
I but I get that. And so my thing is I don't want anybody else to feel the way that I felt coming
yeah,
into a church or coming into any community. I tell those stories not to make nobody feel bad, but I tell those stories to say, I don't want you to feel how I felt. So therefore, I will never treat you the way that I was ever treated based on what someone thought.
right.
That's all I got to say. Thank you for good black skin. More grace.
Well, I can tell you this: both me and William have a keen understanding of the black church and how the black church operates. So
Yes.
we hear you 100% when you tell those stories. Both William and myself, we both have our own stories, and I'm sure William has some just a little bit more colorful than mine.
I remember
But
William from Dirty Laundry.
but I'm gonna
Do
say
you know
this to you.
that? I got the DVD in here, William, because me and Dr. Jones had a
I'm gonna
conversation about the movie.
I'm gonna say this
But
to you,
it
brother Reese. I'm gonna say this to you, brother Reese. You're gonna have to eventually find something, somebody, a trusted space where you can get some things cleared up and get some things pulled together because I don't want this thing to hit you like it did me when I was young. It comes out of nowhere. It does. You don't know when it's gonna hit you. It comes in like a tsunami and it will mess you up. It will mess up your mind. You will be depressed all of a sudden. You will start having panic attacks. You will start having all kinds of things. You function so much in trauma that it becomes normal. And then one day
Hmm.
it all comes
And then it
crashing.
explodes.
It explodes. So you have to really, really try to figure out, you know, who can I talk to? Who can I get some of these things worked out with so that I can, be myself and be who I know I want to
And the
be.
people that love you, Reese,
Yeah,
they're going to love you and they're going to be there for you. I like you and in what and I see similarities in us because in some of your speech and in some of your uh, uh, talking patterns that I can relate to and that I used to do and I still do to this day. A lot of times because I was overweight and I was the one that the stone that the builder rejected, I often validated myself with things. I often validated that, oh, I got this. And I still do that now. I still like when I say, "Oh, I don't wear anything but designer," and a lot of times that you don't have to when you get, and I'm still getting there. When you get to a place where you are enough, and all of your flaws, and all of whatever or however you identify. I don't have to go. If I like you and the people that genuinely like and love you, it's not going to matter about the level, oh, he accomplished this, or oh, he did that. And I don't want you to be offended by that, but a lot of sissies do that. A lot of sissies have to say, I have this, and oh, I have that, because you are hurting and you need these other things to
Overcompensate.
validate you, to make you good enough. And you're enough just as you are.
And you know,
Fluffy
William,
little.
I got, you know, my self-esteem comes from, and you bring that up, but it's like I overcompensate because I was always, to everybody else, I was very mean. I like very mean, like very much so. You come over here, you're fired, you're late. I'm not fooling with you. My self-esteem came from because I was very, very skinny, and the folks thought I was sick. So I gained a little weight. And now I'm trying to lose the weight again because I'm getting a little too big. My teeth, I'm like, I got gaps. Now I'm like, I'm getting a hair transplant because I'm balding. Like all the things, because my dad always told me straight up, you never finish nothing. You never finish anything that you start. But everything that you wanted me to start was stuff I was never wanting to do, i.e., sports. You put me in sports, of course I never finished the season. I didn't ask you to put me in. I was good at reading. I was good at books. I was good at
But be good.
technology.
I want you to do this, and not to cut you off, but to
No,
cut
you
you.
good.
I want you to be this, Pastor Reese. I want you to fall in love with Reese. Fall in love with yourself.
But you know, William,
However,
I don't know how
with your
because
balding, with your gaps in your teeth, with you being a little more fluffy than what you want to be, fall in love with you, and do not feel that you have to overcompensate to get the appreciation and the acceptance of others. I have a friend that's been texting me right now that told me, and I'll never forget. I'll never forget. We were at one of the Kojic meetings, and he said, "Oh, walk ahead. You go ahead, and then I'm gonna catch up with you in the parking lot." Because it was something about me that he didn't want other convention goers to see him with me, to be associated with me. And I was so, even as an adult, and this is not that many years ago, I was so in a place where I submitted myself to that level of treatment, and where I should have, and if anybody was ever to say something like that to me now, it would probably be a lot of expletives and, to hell with you, and we would never be friends or never have any kind of association, period, without any discussion. But those are the things, and those are a lot of the things that this Black Pentecostal church has done to a lot of guys, and then the ones that have to stand and been abused and been raped and been turned out and been molested, and then you stand up and you listen to the Patrick Wootons of the world that stand up and say, "Oh, you can't inherit the kingdom of heaven." but I can't inherit it because you're the one that laid that bent me over and violated me and introduced me to something that I did not know. And so those are the things. And so just get to a place where you don't have to say, I've done this, I've done that, I have this, I have accomplished that. Be enough with just you as yourself. And the people that really love you, and the people that that really matter, they're gonna be there, and they're gonna accept you flawed, Are they going to accept you with whatever you have or whatever you don't? Whatever you've
Um,
accomplished or whatever you may have,
so
whatever you
can,
may have failed at.
William,
Those are the
can I
ones.
say this to
Sure.
the guy that says I'm hearing but I'm not listening? I just want to clear up the comments. My responses to what I hear and how I process it may not be your understanding of how you're used to people listening and processing. I'm hearing everything that they're saying. I am writing things down. I am moving around because as they are speaking wisdom into my life and speaking life into me, I'm hearing it
Yeah.
because
And
I understand that. And so at the end of the day, as I said before, me getting on here to have a conversation with folks is my therapy. Doesn't mean that I'm not listening, don't mean that I'm over here
And don't get
ignoring.
distracted by the
Yeah,
comments.
it's just like,
Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by
yeah.
because
that
half them people
because
not
But
even real people, no
but
ways. Half of them
yeah,
ain't
and
even
I'll
real
tell you
people.
this, William and Thais, I respect y'all enough to continue to stay on the live because I would have been got off. Because I know y'all got spirit in you and that y'all are anointed and you have wisdom. That's the only reason I stayed. This ain't about none of this other stuff. It's the fact that I
Yeah.
respect you enough to listen
and I respect
and
you. I
yeah,
respect you and I
I
appreciate
appreciate
you
it.
that when you come on and to share and you will reach and everybody. Ty reached it and made a decision and was able to be his most authentic self. I eventually, got there and still getting there and still and still,
And listen, I'm
you
the
know.
same way, William. I'm still listen. As black gay men in America, we are not walking any type of cakewalk. William will tell you, we're not living in no utopia. This is not Alice in Wonderland. As William says, we still have to fight for dignity. We still have to fight for our religious freedom or spiritual freedom. We still have to do all the things everybody else do. But I'll be damned at 49 years old with the amount of money I pay out every month on my own to be living my damn life for somebody. I wish I would. I wish I would. Living my life for somebody else. It's either you accept me for who I am, or we can go into our separate spaces. When you are ready to meet me back where we can conversate, I will be here to talk to you. But I cannot live my life as a whole lie to make you comfortable and to put up airs for either our family or our church or our community. I
And
wish
it's
the
so
hell
many
I
people
would.
that I know that are in misery. It is so many people that I know that are in misery because they're living up to somebody else's expectation. And the thing about it is you got to what and I, and it's not easy.
It's
It's not
not.
easy because people want to be a part of that clique and they want to be a part of that crowd. And oh, I'm VIP, and oh, I was invited to this event with these bishops or whatever, and you can't come because you're, well, you know what? I may just have to go, and that may be some of the sacrifice of not being in this. But who wants to live in a life of misery where you are running around like like it's Halloween every day? You're putting on this mask and then you're putting on this costume and you're attempting to pretend and affix yourself to somebody else's definition when they're going home doing and pleasing and doing whatever it is that they want to. And so you live for
Mm-hmm.
yourself and you accomplish for yourself and those things that gratify you. If it's being in the bed with one, if it's being in the bed with 5 or 10. I know Ty and Larry, they don't like that. you know, but I feel variety is the spice of life.
Oh God.
But you know, wherever and I'm being silly, but
Hide
be
me.
but see that's been all the things
That's Dickie
that
Wine is hide me.
but see that's been the thing. That's been the thing. Come out
No.
from among them
And that was
and
not
just
an
go in
admission to guilt.
and
That
be
was
your
just,
most
I'd
authentic
reminded
self.
of that.
It just be your most authentic and true to you, and feel that you are enough, just as I am, just as I am, and going to that bishop's repast to sit around a whole bunch of people. And you know what? I can show you. I get inboxes every day from folks saying, "Oh, you know what? I just admire you so much. I wish I could just be, you know, emulate." And then just like at Abe in Phoenix, you know, having men run up and, "Oh, I just love you, but I can't let my wife know that I watch you. I can't let." You know, "Oh, I'm here with my son. I don't want my son to know that I'm a huge fan of yours. Your fan, my son just said, 'Oh, there goes Sir William. Daddy, can I take a picture?'" You know what I mean? And they in the background saying, "Oh, I wanted to get a picture too, but I couldn't let my son know I was a fan of yours." You know what I mean? I get all of that. That's part of my daily reality, you know. And it took a lot to be here. I've had my dad stand up over his pulpit and say, "I'm an empty pitcher before a full fountain. I'm a blank canvas." Yeah. You know, I preach and live and teach holiness and sanctification, and devil would curse me to make you my child, and you represent a total opposite of that. I've heard all of that. That's why
Yeah.
none of these comments can hurt me, because when you didn't heard it from your mama and your daddy directly, it ain't nothing that nobody from the outside can say. See, I didn't already die, so you can't kill me. And so
Mhm.
you'll get there, and you'll get there, and if and you know, if it's nothing that for you to, it may not be anything for you to resolve or work out. You know, you may be already there, and we may just feel
Let me
because
tell you
we're
something.
No, no,
go
Woody,
ahead.
he gotta work.
I
No, Woody,
know.
he gotta work.
I'm
He
gonna
gotta
tell you
work some things
something.
out, Woody.
Let me tell you something. I got
Oh, no, no, no,
listen.
no, no, baby.
That's why. Listen, and y'all look, Thais, you ain't lying, and William, you ain't lying. If I was a liar and acting a fool, I would say, Thais, you a lie. And um, oh man, no, it don't hurt. Well, I'm saying for me, like, come on, like Thais, if I was to say you a liar, whatever, I'm good. No, I ain't gonna sit here and bull crap you or not and say I'm good. I
Yeah.
am still working through things, and I am a man enough, and I am also authentic enough to tell you, yes, I'm still working through some things. That's why I got too much stuff. I literally last night I said I am moving to Germany in about a month to go and be on the radio for the army. But I have too many things. I got to get rid of stuff. I can't move around in here, but that is a trauma response. So I have to work through that, and I'm real enough
All
to
of it,
understand
everything you said tonight,
But
Reese.
let me say this to
it's
you.
trauma responses.
But let me
Absolutely.
say this to you, Reese. Let me say this to you, baby.
Now, can I ask you this though? Am I wrong for admitting that it's a trauma response? Can y'all not make me feel bad
No,
because
I
No,
not
appreciate you.
y'all,
no.
I
not y'all,
appreciate
them, that
I
I'm being
appreciate
Oh,
that
honest?
you
you can't,
recognize.
Reese. You
I
cannot pay
appreciate that
attention
you
to these
recognize
people.
that. But
You
let
can't
me
pay
say
attention to
Yeah,
this
them.
to you. Let me say
yeah,
this to
I'm just
you.
being honest. Yeah, I'm listening with you.
I understand that you, and I appreciate that you recognize that you feel that you have these responses to things. But let me say this: your hopscotching across the nation or even across the pond until you change and until you reconcile within you who and what you really and truly are. No matter if you're in the States or no matter whether or not you're abroad, at the end of the day, at night, when you lay down and close your eyes, you still have to come to the realization of who you are. And if you don't do the changing within you, it's not going to matter changing the outside environment. It's going to bring you a temporary peace because you'll be in a new environment where people will not necessarily know you and not necessarily know your history. So it's almost like every time you move, and I'm picking up in the Holy Ghost, every time you move, you're creating a fresh slate for yourself. And you're not resolving. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
tell you what
not
the Lord
you
told
got
me.
to
You're
you got to
you're
come
all the
to
way in
you
it.
got to come to you've got to come to the realization and resolve those things, and then you can be either in Colorado, you can be in Tennessee, you can be abroad or wherever. But those other things where you trying to fit another person's definition, and you coming in and then you're trying to be in the military and be, yes sir and no sir, and be an alpha man, that ain't you. That's
And
not you.
William, I'm gonna tell you
this
something.
is this is who you are right here, kick back on that couch or on that chair and
I'm in my
being
bed.
free and being real. This is who you are. That's the real you. And putting on that uniform,
Which I
putting
can't
on that
stand every
costume,
day. It's too much, man.
I know
But
it.
you
And
would
you need to go in and
you
tell them you
said,
want to get the hell out of there before.
I keep
But
telling
yeah,
them I'm tired of this job. But I'm telling you, when you said to me about the whole so like with my church, that God gave me the vision to start the church. And my whole thing was I'm gonna go to Chicago, property's cheap, I got it going, I got it. But the Lord kept telling me, go back to Nashville, go back to Murfreesboro, go back to Middle Tennessee. And I kept denying it. So even now, I'm like, I'm gonna move to Chicago and fly back each week. And the fact of the matter is, what you just said, and this is how you and the Holy Ghost, y'all, and everybody. But it was just like the Lord told me, you can't conquer the world till you conquer where you came from and where the trauma lies. And the fact is, I have to be authentic and real enough to be able to pastor there before I can do the other things. And that's why the other things, I was able to touch folks and do things in everybody else's life to allow them to live and allow them to do and allow them to be successful. But I couldn't do it in my own because I still was broken, pouring out of a broken glass. The picture was broken. Everybody had their mouth open drinking out the broken pitcher, but it was never full. They were never drinking at the top; they were drinking at the bottom.
and you can't put old wine and you can't put new wine in the old wineskin.
And you can't. And this whole conversation is just confirmation and authenticity to say, "Yo, look, you got some stuff you got to work through. You're better, but you still got to get where you need to be." So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, of course, the
And just
comments was
be
bothering me.
you.
Yeah. So like
And
right
be
now,
you.
like I said, this is therapy. I can be me.
You
I
can
can
be
Yeah.
do it.
you, and you ain't
I'm
got
a,
to live up to nobody else's definition. To hell with the
Absolutely.
yeah.
critics. To the critics,
I'm gonna
be
say
damned.
this. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna say this to you, Reese. Liberation is not easy. It is often messy. It is often bloody. It is often really, really, really an arduous job. Liberation, setting yourself free, getting yourself untangled from all of those chains. It is not easy, but it is worth it when you get on the other side of where you're at now. It's going to be a job. It really is. It's going to be just like a regular 9 to 5 job, liberating yourself, right? The way I akin it to is when a hurricane comes through. A hurricane comes through, it destroys everything. And then FEMA comes and the people come and they clean it all up. And then you can start to rebuild, right? So you have to look at your life where you're at right now, just like a hurricane has come through your life. This thing that you've been dealing with a long time. Okay. And you got to work to clean it up. Once you clean it all up, you can't go help nobody. You can't go do no church. I'm telling you, you can't start no ministries during this process. You have to work on you, and your whole focus needs to be on you. Then when you get free and you get liberated, then you can talk to people from a place of, this is what God did for me, and I can show you better. I can tell you based on where he brought me from. Right. So I'm not gonna sit up there and act like it's a cakewalk. It's hard. It's gonna be a journey.
It's hard. It's
People will
hard.
turn their backs on you. People will lie on you. People will do all kinds of, and most importantly, you will get discouraged along the way. But do not give up. Don't turn around. You come too far, and keep on going. But you cannot take on any of these projects while trying to free yourself. You can't take on, these big mantles and these charges while you're trying to free yourself.
And you wounded. And you wounded.
Yeah.
And you're bleeding out. And you're suffering. And you're hurting. You can't. You handicapped.
It's gonna be okay though.
And trying to. Why do you think a lot of people, when they sick and they have caretakers, and the caretaker to leave before the person that they was looking for and taking care of, they they wheel them into the caretaker funeral? No, you become the priority and reconcile it within yourself, and don't put up these other blocks and these other situations to be distractions for you. See, you're using and crutching on other things because it occupies you, the church, and I'm a journalist, and I'm in the army, and I'm doing this, because that occupies you from you being the focus, and you being and it's going to be some of the cliques. It's going to be some of the cliques, and it's going to be some of the groups that's going to fade away. They're going to fade away. They're going to fall off. And it's going to be okay. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, because then you're going to have genuine, real, authentic relationships, and you're going to be able to be your most transparent. One of my good friends is on here. I love Elder Ware. Elder Ware we can glory in each other's triumphs, and we know each other's the low down, the worst of the worst that we have done, and we can say that, and we can share that, and we can talk about it, and still love and respect each other as dear friends. And you're not going to have that with a lot of people. I'm developing it, and we have come to there with a great relationship with Ty. But it's going to be, and it's some people that, and it's going to be some of those things, and you're going to say, you know what? I used to be in this clique. I used to be with the in group. I used to be with this crowd, and now I'm not anymore. And you're going to have to be okay with it.
And that's fine.
Sometimes it's going to hurt. You won't forget, and you won't forget.
From the moment
you're gonna find that je ne sais quoi within.
I'm gonna hop down, but Reese, from the moment when we first started talking, your whole energy, your whole demeanor has changed, and so it's part of being vulnerable, but it's also just being comfortable, being very comfortable. It allows your personality, and it allows your personality to come through, and also it allows you to take the mask off just a little bit, or even take it completely off for a while. So just the last 30-40 minutes, it seemed like you are a whole nother person than what I first encountered when I first got on here. And so
The
it's
guard
gonna
is coming down.
it's gonna be okay. But just know that it is a journey. And so the seed has been planted. The seed has been planted. All you have to do is just start watering yourself. And it's simple. Just ask God, God, give me the path, give me the blueprint, give me all the tools I need to live my best life. Give me the tools I need. And however that shows up, and you got to be mindful. You got to understand when it's yourself talking and when it's God. Because people in this generation, everybody's telling them, God told me, God told me. No, your mind told you. So you got to be able to differentiate between your thoughts and God. You really got to know the difference. Because when you're dealing with a lot of trauma, oftentimes you're hearing your thoughts and a trauma response based on what you've lived, your lived experience. So you got to know this is God talking. God is telling me I need to do this and I'm going to go ahead and obey it. But you got to get silent. You cannot be super busy in order to really truly hear back from God. You cannot be occupied all day with a million jobs and a million, even if you find time early in the morning or late at night before you go to bed, you got to carve out some time to talk to God and ask God what you need to do, what will you have of me? And he'll give you the answers. I promise you.
I appreciate that.
All right. I asked him about this Atlanta move, and he told me to go, and I did. One night I asked him, I said, well, God, is this what you want for me to do? And I heard him say, yes, I want you to go. And I left. And I did it. I don't do anything rash. I don't care. I can't do that at my age.
I
So I
know that's
asked
right.
God, God, is this what you want from me? And he said, yes, go ahead and go. And that's why I came. And I know it wasn't my thought. It wasn't my mind. It was God, the Spirit of God saying, yes, I release you to go ahead and go. And that's why I'm here. And ever since I've been here, I've been nothing but blessed, more blessed than I was in LA just a few months ago. So that gives me my answer that it was God. All right, Reese, love you. Love both of y'all.
Love you
If you
too,
ever
brother.
need me, if you ever need me or William, we're on social media. All right.
Absolutely. Y'all always on there.
All
But
right.
yeah,
Bye, everybody. I'm going to jump back down to the chat.
So, but you don't have to go. And I don't want you to
no,
feel
I'm
like
still
you
here.
attacked.
I'm
I don't
still
want you to
here.
feel like
No, listen,
because ain't
William, check
nobody,
it.
no one is attacking you.
Listen,
You
I
my
appreciate y'all, man.
no, and I
Because
appreciate you,
end
and
of
I
the day, it's
appreciate you
like,
being free
yeah.
and showing, you know, uh, your true self. So
Yes, sir.
you know,
End of the day
and
is
next
just like,
time you
hey,
come to Atlanta, you gotta make sure that you cook that food so we can
oh
come
yeah,
over
I'll
there.
be down on the weekend of the 6th. But end of the day is like, if I would not have just been real and authentic with y'all and have a conversation, you would have been able to see it, and folks would have been like, well, man, he was a liar. I would rather you see me real and me be able to say, yeah, you right, cool, whatever, and I'm wrong about some things, you right about some things, but we agree midway, than you to walk away and say, I feel like he was being fake. No, I'm being me. And at the end of the day, it's like it is what it is.
That's right. That's right.
So
And
that's
it's
just
not an
me.
easy process. Like I said, I mean, when I think sometimes, that uh that is some groups and some um spaces that at one time I was in that I may not be in anymore.
Hmm.
And then in some other spaces that I'm in now that I wasn't before. And I had to come to a place where that's all right. That's all
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
That's okay. And at the end of the day, I love me. I love me, and I'm not going to
And I love you too,
um
William. You make me laugh.
but thank you. And I'm
Who would
not
have
going
known when
to
I saw that movie years ago? No, just
with me and Jennifer Lewis. That was so
yeah.
fun. And Maurice
Early in the
died.
morning, did he?
Maurice passed. Yeah, we
Jesus.
lost Maurice now. Oh, That's been a good little while ago. Yeah, I and Nathan is still a producer and still doing his thing. And oh, I just hated we lost Maurice. Uh, it was a good guy. That was a really, really, really good movie.
Yeah,
It
William,
was.
I'm gonna tell you the secret before I go because I gotta get up in the morning. I have PT in the morning. I do
What's
physical
PT?
training,
What does that mean?
physical fitness training. So it's really PRT, physical readiness training. So I lead PT every morning, Monday through Friday at
Oh, so you like
zero
out
six.
there doing jumping jacks and stuff?
We don't just do jumping jacks. That's just a warm up. We run in 3 to 5 miles Monday,
You
Wednesday, and
ain't running
Friday.
no 3 to 5 miles nowhere.
Oh, absolutely. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then Tuesday and Thursday is usually strength training. And so I usually get up at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I meditate and pray,
How do you
and then I
do
get
that?
to formation at 6:30. What you do is you train
See,
for it.
like I wouldn't have made it through boot camp,
And I
huh?
do yoga. I do yoga in the evening twice a week. And yeah, so that it is what it is. But
So you be out there
um
like with an infantry running. Do y'all be doing yeah yeah yeah
well,
yeah?
I'm
Y'all
not
be doing
well,
them them
we do the
chants.
their cadence is not chants. But yeah, like company attend, huh? Present arms. Yeah, absolutely. That is what I do for a living every day. And most of the people in my unit, they don't want to talk to me like that because they feel like I got a hard outer shell, but it ain't even about that. I'm about business at work, and I don't want you to feel too friendly, which trauma response once again. But everybody most of my friends, like I got a friend in Nashville. I'm and this is gonna be real funny before I get out of here. I make my friends watch 3 movies. When I taught college, I used to make them watch 3 movies. And the first one was Jackie's Back with Jennifer Lewis. The second one was Holiday Heart. And the third one was Dirty Laundry because I got the DVD in here. But good night, more grace. Y'all have a good night. But I appreciate you,
Yeah,
William. We'll
do you
talk.
tell them? Do you tell them you know the choir director?
No, I do not. I don't tell them nothing. I say, y'all gonna sit here and watch this. Early in the morning, my soul will rise to thee. Yeah, all of that. So anyway, appreciate you, William, man.
I appreciate
We was
you.
talking about doggone Jason Lee. You done went on down this pathway, this spiral,
Well,
Alice in
But
Wonderland,
Jason, I
and the
think Jason
words
is a
that
good
you
guy, but
do.
I think it's a political tactic that they're using to try to,
Mhm.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you
But
don't
he'll
went
be
down this
fine.
in the words of you, this Alice in Wonderland. Get off, bye, good night.
Yeah.
But when I
Don't
get to
forget
Atlanta,
that.
you just let
Leave your offering for the. You
man go on because
that
last time I
money.
left the
That
little
money that you
orphan. But
give your
look, check it
therapist.
out.
I was your
But
therapist tonight. Go
I
ahead.
don't pay for my therapist. I thanks taxpayers. Hopefully you paying your taxes, William. But check this out. When I get to Atlanta, and I promise, mark my word, I'll make sure that either I take you and Thais to get some food, and if Larry wants to come, everybody can come. I'm serious. I can only afford 5, including me. So that's you and that's you, Thais, and 2 other people. If they come, then I will pay for the dinner. Doesn't matter who, but I'm saying me plus 4, you and Thais included. So if you bring an extra person, that means Thais gone or either you gone. So I need y'all to figure that out. So what I'm saying is that is part of my thing. So like if y'all want to come get some food, you can, and I got you.
Yeah. Well, you
Um,
just
even if
definitely let me know
yeah
when you're here.
yeah even if I can and even if I can't cook it where I am in the Airbnb wherever, um, we can just go out and eat because I usually go down on Peachtree Street down at they got Taco Tuesday down there. Not Bulldogs, but down the street from there. The restaurant
Oh, you
is
talking about Taco Mac?
not Taco Mac, it's across the street from there. I can't remember the name. But it'll
Oh,
come back
Hudson
one day.
Grill. Hudson
Hudson
Grill.
Grill, yes. Hudson Grill. That's why I used to go and get my tacos on Tuesday. So if y'all want to go eat, just let me know. I'll be down for a weekend, but catch me while I'm in town.
That's
because
right.
I
Well, you let
disappear.
us know. You let us know
Yes.
when you're here.
More grocery. When I see my offer, then shut up, man. Bye. Peace.
Ah! Oh, you know, but we never know what we're gonna get over here
You never know.
with Sir William. Oh wow. So you all we have been on look, every time I say that I'm only gonna come on for a short period of time, it always winds up being a long time. All right. Anybody else that wants to before I get off of here, anybody, I thought it was a good show tonight. You may be wrestling with some stuff within yourself. You may be going through some things within yourself. I want to thank Andrea Barnes. I want to thank Ricky Perry. Is there anyone else that has anything? We only asked or made an offertory appeal once, and we only had two people on tonight. So $20 and $8.88. So if there's anyone else that would like to give, we would greatly appreciate it. Those that can and those that will. Let me see here. I don't think did I put up on. I didn't put up on. I didn't put up on Instagram the ways to give. Let me see here. Let me copy and paste this over here for those of you. Do I have anybody? Is there anyone that says, you know what, William, I love you, I appreciate you. All right. Oh my gosh, thank you, my brother. He always has my back. I appreciate my friends. Appreciate you so much, Dr. Ty East Jackson. He got up. Y'all see that? He got up. Y'all be praying for Goddess Fatima. She's had another unfortunate and untimely death in her family. I tell you, it seems like COVID, even from celebrities all the way down to our just everyday individuals, we have been experiencing like the deaths have just been nonstop, it seems like. So let's definitely keep her lifted. Yes, Reese does. Gerard from the District of Columbia. He does have a good spirit, and he's in a place of reckoning. There's a great day of reckoning. We all have to come to the realization of who we are and being our most authentic self, and to live for ourselves. Dr. Antoine Buckwell, we thank God for you and $15. We love and appreciate you. And some other brothers. I know some other brothers that's been on here that is in that same place with where Reese and let's not cast judgment on him, because he at least he is able to recognize, and that's half the battle. He's able to recognize that, I may be overcompensating here. I may be doing this. I may be, some of y'all are just doing and operating and you not even recognizing. You sick and crazy and don't and everybody else know you crazy, but you don't know you crazy. So that's and that's okay. That's okay. Everyone has a story, and this whole thing centered around church and sex and sexuality and who you are and how you are. It's a process. It's a process for men. It's a process for women too. I think women, and I think that, and I don't want to say this and offend anybody, but I think a lot of times men do the things that they do because a lot of times women will put pressure. You'll put pressure on on guys to live up to this standard, to live up to this expectation, to live up to what you have in your mind, you know, of what is strong and what is weak and what is being a man and what is being a woman and what is, you know, all of these isms and schisms. And a lot of times we only feel those ways and we only think those things because that's what somebody else told us. And then you supposed to act like this and you supposed to look like this and you supposed to behave in this manner. Forget you and what you think and how I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do what I like and what's pleasing unto me and to God. Am I talking right? Am I talking right? Let me see here. Let me see here. Okay, I'm $31 short. I'm $31 short on tonight. Who can help me with that last $31? Is there anybody? We're $31 away from where we need to be on tonight. Is there anybody that'll be kind enough? I need everyone to like and share. I don't know how I'm doing on my likes. Can y'all tell me how I'm doing, how I'm looking on my likes? If everyone can click the like button over those of you that are viewing on YouTube. Those of you that are viewing on Instagram, if you all can reshare, if you can reshare the live, I need y'all to reshare. The Instagram has instituted that same mechanism that is on Facebook for you to be able to reshare the live. So I would love for you to reshare me, all of you that are on and viewing me through Instagram. I am $31 short. Is there anybody that'll say, you know what, William, I enjoyed you on tonight and I am going to be a blessing. Real time. Real time. What about you? IPV. IPV. I don't. And Gladys. Anybody? Y'all done got quiet on me. Y'all done got quiet. I want to be able to get off and leave here. Just $31. We've been shorter than that before. Just 31. Is there anybody that'll help me with that last 31 bucks? You don't mind? Who is this? Wanda Brown? Got that wide brim on Instagram. Looks like. Anybody else? It doesn't. It doesn't matter what people think. We put emphasis on what other folks think and what they think and what they think about us. We make it important. We make it important because it's almost human nature to want to be a part of the crowd and not to go against the grain. I thought it was really timely that that Ty brought up Little Richard and that inner struggle that he had and that he carried with him all the way to the grave. That, you know, that he wasn't enough and that he was constantly fighting, you know, to live up to something that just wasn't him. Wow. Isn't that something? Isn't that a real place of misery though? If you really think about it, isn't that a place? So I thank y'all for coming in. Do I have anybody that'll help me with that last $31 dollars? Anybody? Is there anyone here? Are we still live on Instagram? Y'all, the chat hasn't moved in a little bit. So just trying to see anyone who's left. I know sometimes we get it on the replay. Is there anyone that maybe gave via, you may have given via, one of the other platforms. Let me see here. Uh-huh. Okay. No, we don't have any. I was trying to see if we had any Zales or any of the other giving, other ways to give. Okay, so no, we don't have any of those that have happened tonight. So do we have anybody else before I get before I sign off? Would love to, don't want to leave with just being $31 short, y'all. Anybody that'll help me with that last $31? Anybody? I trust and believe the Lord that He'll do it. Oh, yes, I do. Anyone? Anyone from Instagram that will? All right. Well, I guess we won't. Mm-mm-mm. I just never known the Lord to fail, though. It's just not in Him. I know it's got to be in here. Mr. Conscious. All right, Crystal Marshall, thank you. I tell you, it's nothing like trusting the Lord. It's nothing like trusting Him. Thank you so much, Crystal Marshall. She did that $31. I would tell you, God is yet good. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all. Great show. Thanks, Reese, and thanks, Ty, and the members of the Ty Squad that came over and watched. And those of you that are on Instagram, please like and share and let everyone know. Tell folks, hey, I got a channel that you need to subscribe to. Also, I think I figured out how to go to also, and happy birthday to Crystal Marshall. Today is her birthday. Y'all tell her, wish her happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Crystal. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right. Y'all please like and share and all of that. Reshare on Instagram. Tell folks to subscribe to my channel on YouTube and subscribe to me, as well as click those like buttons. I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all have a good evening or a good rest of the night. Oh, it's 2:15 in the morning. Lord have mercy. Y'all go to bed.